We're already in the throes of freaking all that stuff already, huh? We're already owning. Ooh, this is a little twisted. Let me fix that. Wow, we're almost at level 5 and I haven't even started yet. It's gonna get crazy. There we go. Let's go ahead and push this over just a little bit. There we go. We were playing with the camera yesterday, and so it's like a little bit more off than it typically is. There we go. And, ooh, that's way on the left there. There we go. I didn't realize it was so crooked. There we go. And then we'll put this down. And there it is. That's better. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Robeytech. Welcome to the second stream. Oh, no. Is this the first stream of 2021? This is our first stream of 2021. And we already started. We're already at, what, 21 subs already. You guys are kicking it off well. So, yeah, man, it's a little crazy already. We already got the giveaways ready to go and all that sort of stuff. I don't even know how to deal with all this already, huh? It's going crazy as you're going in there. What's up? Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year to the first build of 2021 and first build of Robeytech. 1,155 people here already, and we're just getting started. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Man, we got a lot going on. Who's excited to learn who won the Cyberpunk 2077 giveaway? I think a lot of people are ready for that as well. We do have a winner now. We do have a winner. So I do know that. I haven't seen what it is yet or anything like that. So let's kick it off. I will let you guys know this. If you are wondering what the sub-only giveaway for the month of January is, it is my birthday month. It is my birthday month, and the sub-only giveaway is, of course, going to be a 3080. MSI 3080 Supreme. So we're giving away the best of the best 3080 for the month of January for my birthday month. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you use your free Amazon Prime subscription. If you're over on youtube.com/Robeytech or over on twitch.tv/Newegg, first of all, welcome, but head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech and use that free Amazon Prime subscription to get in on that sub-only giveaway for the month of January. We will announce the winner for the sub-only giveaway for the month of December on Friday, just given that we're not going to do that with the 2077, so we're going to do all those announcements next week. Also, if you want to get extra entries in on that, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you extra entries is doing gifted subs. Subscribing tier 2 and tier 3 is actually worth the most. Those are worth 10 a piece. So there's some extra some extra points and entries right there. And then, of course, obviously subscribing for multiple months. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat right there from YouTube. So let's see what that was. On HoloPro 43, thank you very much for that super chat, man, and welcome. No, the winner from December does not know they won. I am the only one who knows who the winners are, and we'll announce those. And then, of course, you do not need to be present to know if you won. We'll reach out to you. Blondie will reach out. All the 3070s for the last from all the 3070s from the last from all the giveaways from prior, those just went out. So I know people were excited to see all those prizes get mailed out. So people got their hey, congratulations, those have been shipped with their tracking numbers. So we took care of all of the November and October winners. December, you are coming up now. So all those prizes are getting ready to go up. 29 subs, look at that, 29 subs and 1,100 bits. Thank you very much for that, guys. And already going towards that first giveaway. Anyway, welcome everybody. My name is Just Roby. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, tech news, tech deals, and we are off to an awesome 2021. We ended 2020 with 100,000 subscribers on almost to 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're at almost 65,000 on Twitch. 100,000 on TikTok, 30,000 on Instagram, and that is all because of the incredible community that you guys have helped us build in our first full year as Robeytech. So I know a lot of people are really excited about Robeytech 2.0. We will be moving to the new studio on January 22nd, so that's when you'll see this whole set change. So that's going in there. And I want to talk a little bit about what Robeytech 2.0 is, because I'm letting you guys know, like, what can you expect going into 2021 here on Robeytech. And so first and foremost, the first thing you're going to see is the new set. So we're going to have a new studio. We're moving to a larger area where we're going to have more table space. We could do a little bit more from the live streaming standpoint. We have some really cool giveaways that are coming up for 2021, including some really awesome stuff from Razer that's happening this month. We've got the Carter PC giveaway that should be happening here very quickly. We've also got a surprise one that's coming from Cooler Master and includes a white Supreme 3070 that's coming up. So we have some really great giveaways. And then on top of that, we're building consistency with our YouTube content. So every Tuesday and Thursday, you'll be able to watch YouTube content specifically that's VOD based. Starting with tomorrow, we have the $10,000 PC launching tomorrow. Next week, we've got the Cyberpunk 2077. We've got a step-by-step guide for the Deep Cool Mac Cube build. So we have a lot of new stuff that you guys are going to be able to see. Consistency and quality is going to be the keywords from us in 2021, and just making sure the content continues to flow. We also have some really neat series coming out on TikTok. We're going to be showing you me upgrading a water-cooled GPU. That's coming to TikTok. We're going to be introducing you guys over on TikTok to all of the team members who are here, part of making Robeytech possible. So you'll get to meet people like Chanel and Brian and Josiah and the other people who help make Robeytech content every year. We've also got a cool series that we're going to be doing that's going to show off my new game room. We've got a whole video coming out for that. Now that that's basically completed and finished off. So really great year coming up, and it should be super awesome. You should have a lot of fun. So we got some really great stuff, as well as amazing giveaways, amazing custom stuff. We're doing some really neat stuff. I really got off a phone with Shop Tagger in Tel Aviv this morning, and we're going to be doing a cool giveaway with them. So I know a lot of you guys have started to use their stuff. So guys, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great 2021. We're only going to we're going to blow the roof off and include and take you guys along for the ride with both great content, awesome giveaways, and just overall just quality, guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are excited about it. Who has time for TikTok? A lot of people do, Craig. A lot of people do. Who had a great 2020? Who had a great New Year's Eve? I'm just curious. Who had a great New Year's Eve? Hey, that's awesome, Mutang. Congratulations on getting a 30. Hey, thank you very much for the happy birthday months. Yeah, my birthday is on the 17th of January. On the 17th of January, guys. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. We'll definitely do something fun. I'm taking that weekend off, so we won't have a stream on that Friday or that Monday. But then after that, we're back to consistently forever. So I think that's the only one. Yeah. And the Cyberpunk winner is being announced tonight, guys. The winner is banked, ready to go. I've gotten the info from. They pulled it today. So hopefully a bunch of you didn't do stuff like unfollow me on Twitter or anything like that, because that could be bad. It's true that tariffs went into effect, making parts more expensive. I don't know. I'd have to look into that, man. We'll have to go to 7th tier. Yeah, 7th tier for some of those people. Nice. Okay, today was a good Citizen Steve. Congratulations on getting that OC. Oh, that's awesome. Jack basically has the same birthday to me. A lot of people in February, and so that's awesome as well. I hope all of you guys won the PC. I know only one winner did. I have not even seen who the winner is. Oh, we're already at 60 subs. Let me update the giveaway already and go from there. So we're already at 60 subs, moving towards a $100 Newegg gift card already. So you guys are crushing it, man. First stream of 2021, and we're already at 60 subs. Okay, where is it? Trying to remember where everything is. Sub goal, ending that goal at 60. So we're on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card. And we need 100, we have 60, and we need to go to 01. That's 2021, sorry, I keep forgetting about that. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next goal is up as we move towards a $100 Newegg one and going from there. Okay, so let's talk about what is happening today. For those of you who don't know, and by the way, the new schedule has taken effect for Robeytech. There's going to be a new intro over on Twitch. There's going to be a new YouTube video about what's going on for 2021. That'll be launching next week. that'll tell you. But now the stream is happening every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So it's not on Thursdays, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30. We've brought it in. We're trying to bring it in so we can get East Coasters don't have to stay up as late. I know we have a lot of people from worldwide who like to watch the streams as well, but the earlier the better, so people aren't having to stay up as late for the show. So just so you guys know, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday moving forward. What is happening on today's show? Well, guys, today we finally, this is the first time we've had a commission. We're finally doing a Radeon 6900 XT. And somebody's, the 50, so somebody's asking, look, you know what, I forgot to go through that. So I'll go through that here in a minute. We'll just leave this out here to go and talk about it. So people are asking how the giveaways work, because I didn't go through giveaways, and yeah, sorry, little bit discombobulated. Okay, so the way giveaways work is that we have 3 giveaways that are gonna happen during the show. We're gonna announce the winner for the 2077 thing, but the way the giveaways work is that we have, the first giveaway is if we hit 2 level 5 hype trains over on Twitch, and so we've hit 1 already. You guys did that. I didn't even have to be a part of that. If you hit 2 level 5 hype trains over on Twitch, then we'll give away a 250 gig NVMe SSD to 1 lucky winner who's here. It has to be present for the show. The second giveaway is if we get 800 likes on YouTube. The YouTube show that's happening right now, if we get 800 likes, once we hit 800 likes, we give away another 250 gig NVMe SSD, and that's over to a thank you to the big folks over on YouTube. The final giveaway, and the one that the guy was asking about, the $50 Newegg gift card, it's a stacking giveaway. It's a growing giveaway. So right now, at the beginning of the show, no matter what, we'd give away a $25 Newegg gift card. If we get to 50 subs, that becomes a $50 Newegg gift card. If we get to 100 subs, that becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get to 150 subs, it becomes a $150 Newegg gift card. If we get to 400 subs, it becomes a 3060 Ti. If we get to 500 subs, that becomes a, 550 subs, that becomes a 3080. If we get to 550 subs, that becomes a 3070. 850 subs, it becomes a 400 subs becomes a 3060 Ti. 550 becomes a 3070. 800 becomes a 3080, and then 1,000 becomes, 1,500 becomes a 3090. So that's how it works. That's the way it basically grows. And so that's how the whole thing goes. Now, you guys might be asking, hey, are you going to get to, we've given away 2 3080s and a bunch of 3070s, so don't worry, subs do get that high, but it grows over time. So those are the giveaways. That's how it works, and that'll happen over the course of the thing. Hey, we've been trying to set this question. The moderation settings won't let me. Tricks, you could try DMing one of the mods to see if they can ask it for you. I don't know what's going on there, so that's always an interesting thing. If it has to do with the 10900K, just do 10900 and then space out the K, and that'll actually make it work. I don't know what it is. Twitch has issues with Twitch has issues with that particular combination of letters, and I don't know what it is, so it's weird. Okay, so yeah, we're good to go there. Yeah, and then sometimes a 10850 works, but just has to do with, like, you just need to separate it out. Cool. So anyway, I think that's how, yeah, it has been a long time. Welcome, OP Gamer. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so that's what's going on. So let's talk about what's happening today on the show. Today we're building our first Radeon 6900, and of course we're pairing that with the other absolute king of the box right here, and that is the 5950 XT. The 5950X. Wow, I don't know where I got the XT. Oh, because of the 6900 XT and the 5950X. We're actually going to do a basically king of the hill AMD build all inside of the Corsair 4000x RGB. So it should be a super stoked, super cool build. The other thing too is, given the motherboard we're going to be using does not have flashback, you guys get to watch me actually build the PC outside of the case. Make sure that we flash it with we have a 3950X right here. Yeah, we got a 3950X. 3900X that we're going to basically pop in there, flash the BIOS for the TUF, and then so we get to watch all that happen and make sure it's good to go before we build it in there. So there's a little bit of learning. Cat, thank you very much for the 20 tier 1 subs already. Jeez, man. Thank you very much, dude. Wow, we're kicking it off real already. So anyway, we're gonna basically do that bench outside, build the build. So there's gonna be a little bit of extra fun stuff today as we kind of walk you guys through how to flash BIOS should you be getting one that doesn't have BIOS flashback. Now, one thing I will say, if you are planning on doing a 5000 series Ryzen and you do not have a older GPU and you don't want to spend the money on it, please make sure that you pay attention for a BIOS flashback capabilities, because if you don't, then you're gonna have to do the painful situation that we're gonna run through here and you'd have to have another CPU on hand in order to be able to do that. So it gets a little thing. Okay, still on my, oh, there you go. Getting your, so people are asking how are winners picks. For the winners that are picked on our stream, our live stream, basically, those are basically, hold on, my wife is calling me. Let me give my wife a call. She's calling me right now, so let's see what's going on there. Okay, hold on. That's a weird, you always gotta answer the wife. I did bring the new knife, so hold on. Hello, this is Robeytech.
Hey.
What's up?
Just going to let you know, don't rush through. I'll get Maddie.
Okay, so she's letting me know I don't have to rush. I don't have to rush the build. Got it.
That is great.
Love you, babe.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so somebody was asking a couple things. Somebody asked, do we have the new knife? Ooh, we'll show it off right now. Looking at showing this off. Check this out, guys. This was a gift from Brian, our creative director. You can check it out. This is our new look at it. It's Robeytech. It's actually got Robeytech on the actual blade there. So yeah, check it out. This is our new knife that we have here. Well, we're gonna look to see if we're gonna be able to sell these, right? So it's gonna be, it should be cool. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty awesome. And then, so there you go right there. Yeah, and then the second thing is somebody's asking, how do you know if it has BIOS flashback? It's literally, it's pretty clear when you search for a motherboard, an X570 or B550, it'll be a particular feature. You can always go into our Discord channel, which you should be hanging out with anyway. Our techs have a lot of that information. If you want to ask them a couple questions, go give that a go and go from there. Yeah, it's a Kershaw, yeah, for sure. Anyone words on the build vets? Yes, build mats are in progress. It's in design. They should be available in early. Well, hope is mid-February, so they should be available in the next 6 weeks. Guys, I will let you know a week or two before because I know a lot of people, those things are going to sell out almost instantly. So that's going to be problematic. No, do I have to flash the BIOS in every new PC build? No. For Intel, I don't have that issue right now, but right now for every 5000 series Ryzen, until they have new boards that come out that say that they're Ryzen 5000 ready, yes, I have to update almost every flash. So, okay, can you explain what BIOS flashback is? Okay, so somebody's asking what is BIOS flashback, and that's a great question too. And then we'll get into the parts for the build for today. BIOS flashback, what it allows you to do is it allows you to, without having a CPU in the motherboard, all you have to do is have power. It allows you to flash the BIOS for the motherboard without having to have something in. So it's a specific ability and allows it just by having on a certain USB in the back. It allows you to flash the BIOS without having to put the whole PC together, or you can build the entire PC, pop it in, and then knowing you have an incompatible CPU in there, flash the BIOS regardless is what it is. So yeah. Yeah, I know, you like to see that it says hit record because in certain episodes we actually have to do that. Now, one other thing is that I need to do a whole thing that's also super important for everybody is making sure that we get the dad jokes in, right? And so one of the things I want to say as well, oh gosh darn it, I was trying to do that. Okay, let's see if this one works. Okay, cool, here we go. I like this one, so I'm gonna kick it off with this one as well, just because I really like the way this one kind of it was what's the word I'm looking for? It was the right thing to say right now, I guess is the right, like it's well, relevant. That's the word I'm looking for. So let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. And it's from a good friend of mine who posts these all the time. Looking back on the past year, though, guys, I would say, I really wish I had better prepared for everything the world threw at me. But I guess hindsight really is 2020. I like that one. Looking back in the past year, I really wish I was better prepared for everything the world threw at me. But I guess hindsight really is 2020. So that was from John Unishek, who popped that up there. I thought that was pretty good, and going from there. Oh, we're at 100. Wow, you guys, another one that we basically got in there. And let's end this one. We're at 106 now, so we're on our way to $150 Newegg gift card. And we need 150, and we're at 106. There we go. Okay, new goal is up, and let's talk about the parts that are in this build in particular, and we'll walk through it, and then we should get started because we have to flash. We do have to flash the BIOS today, so I know it's going to be a little bit longer, just given what we have to accomplish today. So just making sure we're good in. Okay, so I already talked a little bit about this. We'll talk about these two parts right off the bat. We're starting with at the core of this build is the AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. This is a 16-core, 32-thread. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this. This is the king of the kings in terms of CPUs. So awesome to be able to put this inside of there. By the way, this is a commission build. I know a lot of people are asking the questions like, who is it? Basically, who is this build for? This is a commission build. I don't know if he's actually in the chat. Let me see if he's reached out to me. Basically, Doggle, if you are here, if you can reach out, let me know if you're on Twitch or YouTube. I'd love to know that. But basically, this is Doggle's build, and he's the one who we're basically building this for. For GPU, we're using the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. This is from, I thought this was the ASROCK one. This is not. Oh, this is the ASROCK one. Okay, I guess this is gonna look, I think this is gonna look different than what it was. Okay, I thought this was a different looking 6900 XT. So this is gonna look very, this will actually look a lot like the Founders Edition card, which is actually a little bit sleeker because you wanted something a little bit more black. I thought the other one might be a little too blingy. So I'm actually pretty stoked about this. So we're using the ASRock 6900 XT. This is the big boy beast card from AMD. The one thing is that between these two, we now have we have that smart access memory that you get that's unlocked when you have a 5000 series AMD card and then a RX 6000 series GPU. And the other thing too is this also includes Rage mode, which is like a one button overclocking. Now the thing is that used to be, as soon as 5000 series and 6000 series was announced from AMD, that used to be like exclusive. All that stuff is not exclusive anymore. In fact, NVIDIA just released their beta drivers that actually have the same thing as Rage mode for NVIDIA GPUs, and then they're going to be an upcoming NVIDIA driver that allows smart access memory on all CPUs, both AMD and Intel, and across the board. So used to be kind of a perk for having these two things. It was the first time that a company came out and said, hey, if you have everything within our ecosystem, then you'll get a boost out of it. But NVIDIA basically went and stole their thunder. And I'm sure we'll know more about that when we have CES around the 3080 Ti announced and the 3060 and 3050 stuff that we're going to be seeing pretty soon. But anyway, this is our CPU and this is our GPU for today's build. For RAM, if you watch my best of 2020, this was one of my best of 2020. This is one of my RAM ones. And this is the new Corsair 4000 series for 4000 megahertz RAM, specifically for AMD 5000 series CPUs. We're hoping to see more of this stuff. I know around CES, given that that's happening here in just a couple of weeks, and we will have some coverage here on the show. We'll talk about all that live here, but hopefully we'll see some more of this specifically around G-Skill and other ones, hopefully with some tighter timings because most of the stuff is coming out at CL18. But we'll see more of this stuff here pretty soon. So pretty excited about this, and really great RAM, and just know that you can slot it in and you know it's going to work. So we're good there. For storage, we're using my favorite, the SN750s. The SN850 were my NVMe drives of the year. I really like Western Digital Black. They make really good SSD, NVMe SSDs. So we got 500 gigs for our OS drive, and we've got 1 terabyte for our game drive. So really fast storage, should be great, and more than capable for the things he wants to run. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but we're going to be using this TUF X570 Plus. Does not have BIOS flashback, but it's a really good X570 motherboard. Like the way it looks. We're going for mostly black kind of overall look in terms of what we have here. So we have black and gray are our primary colors. And so this is going to fit along with that quite nicely. Overall, probably going to do black, gray, and then yellow, because I think the yellow stuff will look pretty nice. We'll have to see what the GPU looks like when we basically open it up. But yeah, pretty stoked about this. Great motherboard. One thing is that, wish it was an X5, wish we had BIOS flashback, but then, hey, gives us a little bit of time to give you guys some education on what you want to do if you were going to go through the same process, which I always love to teach and learn and go through the whole process together. So there is our motherboard for our AIO. This was the winner of my best of 2020, and that is the AIO H100i Elite Capellix. This is Corsair's. Doesn't use actually an ASROCK pump. They've done all the retooling. Comes with a Commander Pro, coming in at 149 bucks. Just a real, actually kind of a dream to build in. You get a lot of options with being able to change your faceplate as well. And so it's, you know, really love this AIO. Given that we're in a mostly Corsair ecosystem here, this was a great pairing for everything else that he's got basically in his build. So pretty stoked about getting to put this in there. Should work great. And then yeah, it's just easy to build in, easy to build with, and just easy to kind of put together. So there is that. For our PSU, this is, we're using the EVGA 850GA. I think I have G5 in there, but this is actually 850GA. This is the Supernova. This is their bronze certified, 80 plus gold certified EVGA. More than enough power for the lower TDP from a 6900 XT. So it should be completely fine in terms of power wattage and stuff like that. Remember, this isn't like a 3090. These things use far less power than 3090s. So this should be more than enough power for a 6900 XT. Yeah, overall, pretty stoked about this. Should be great PSU, and good from there. Yeah, and then finally, last part is we got some additional fans. Again, we're using ML120s, given that's what we have throughout the entire build, given that that's what comes with the Capellix. So we're using ML120s. Nice quiet fans, have a lot of control in terms of overall graphic stuff, and then the thing that, so it'll be quiet, it'll be fast, and it'll look pretty. So that's all the things that you're going to go in there. Music is kind of loud. We'll turn that down a little bit. I know it's not supposed to be. It's not usually pretty loud. Turn a little bit more. I guess I can do it here too. Oh, there you go. How's that? Okay, so that is the build as it is today. So yeah, and I just turned it out. I just turned it down slightly, so we should be going on there. I love to see other brands. We actually do a lot. We actually don't use a lot of Corsair here on the show. So and ice for today is the pink grapefruit, by the way. So the winner won't be announced until the end of the show. So it's probably a new 2 hours from now. Sorry, Zane, but you do not need to be present to know if you won. You'll get reached to after the show. 850 watt is more than fine for a 3080. Yes, that's what you minimum need for a 3080. Yeah, ice is a tastier. I did golf. In Arizona. It was awesome. Took my COVID test today, so should be good. We were nice and safe, so should know tomorrow morning whether I have. I'm sure I don't, because I was pretty protected. 750 watts is. It depends. So you could do 750 watts if you do a platinum or gold. That should be fine. But ideally, you want a 850 watt. But was the drink for tonight for all the oofs? I don't know. What's the drink for tonight for all the oofs? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. If I do a bunch of whoopsies, I don't know. They haven't told me. Techs are gonna have to let me know. 650 watt for a 3060 is totally fine. So yeah, there we go. How do we enter the Newegg gift card? So again, we'll talk about that when we get there. Oh yeah, that's true too. And I know I didn't, so I'm good. Yeah, you're good. You're good, KT. No, we haven't announced the winner yet. Okay. What PSU? The one that I'm just using is totally fine. A 3080 would be great. Okay, so that is it. Who's ready to start building? Is there anything else? We should do one more dad joke. Let me see what other dad jokes we got in here. Okay. Well, that one's hard because I like that one. I already said that one last time. Oh, by the way, if you want to submit a dad joke over on our Discord channel, we have a dad joke section. I'll give you credit for it. I love to read them off during the show. So pop it over, give us some dad jokes, and we'll go from there. Okay, two nobles were about to duel and began to draw their weapons. One drew his rapier and the other a block of cheese. How are you going to hurt me with that, good sir? He goes, don't worry, it's extra sharp. Thank you, Synthala, for that one. That was a good dad joke. I like that one very much. So yeah, there we go. So that's the dad joke for now. Let's start the building. Now remember, what we're going to do is we have to build this entire PC outside of the box. And then afterwards, we're gonna flash the BIOS, and then after that, we get to put it inside the box. So it's gonna be a little bit, slower than what we're typically used to, just given that we actually have to do some extra work here. So build hype. Let's get some hype in the channel. Come on, guys. Let's get some hype and go from there. Yeah, it's build time. Everybody loves this. This is when we actually start building and putting stuff together, and this is why you guys are here. Okay. Now, before I get too far into this, I know a lot of people are starting to ask questions, so I'm going to just answer the question one more time. Here is how the giveaways are going to work for the show. So first and foremost, we have 3 giveaways that are going to happen, none of which have happened yet. The first one that more than likely when usually happens is the one that's going to happen for 800 likes on YouTube. If we get 800 likes on YouTube, we'll give away a 250 gig NVMe SSD. That'll be the first giveaway for the show. The second one will happen is when we get a second level 5 hype train. That level 5 hype train giveaway usually happens about 2 hours in. We start at 5:30, so that'll be about 7:30 that we'll do that, 7:30 Pacific time. When we hit that second level 5 hype train, we'll do another 250 gig NVMe. The last one is the one that's happening right now, the 150 gig, $150 Newegg gift card. If we get 150 subs, that giveaway will happen at the end of the show, that one will happen at the end of the show, and that one you'll have to be, that one's pretty straightforward from there, and that's based on how many subs we basically get during the show. The other giveaways we have is the Cyberpunk 2077 giveaway. We're going to announce that winner at the very end, right before the end of the show, so that'll be the last announce of the show. And then for the month of January, we have the sub-only giveaway that is available now for Twitch. All you got to do is head over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. We're giving away a 3080. So we're going to give away an RTX 3080, one lucky sub who subscribes to my Twitch channel. If you are over at twitch.tv/Newegg or over at youtube.com/Robeytech, just pop on over, use your free Amazon Prime subscription. That you may actually end up winning a free GPU. And then you basically walk away good to go. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch subscription that you can use, a free Twitch subscription that comes with Prime that you can use to basically get in on that. If you want to get extra entries on winning that 3080, you can basically either gift subs, you can do tiered subs, which gives you 10 extra entries per for tier 2 and tier 3. And then finally, if you subscribe for multiple months. So those are all the things that's going on. And that's what's basically happening over for the show today. So those are all the giveaways. That's what's going on. And like I said, there's not going to be any giveaways until we get the 800 likes on YouTube, which I don't know what number we're at right now. So going for them. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our 3950X here. Let's go ahead and pop this open. We're going to pop this in here. Now, this is supposed to be a 5950X, but because we have to update the BIOS, and this does not have a BIOS flashback. I'm just checking to see if maybe they updated it, but I don't see a BIOS flashback anywhere in here. Nope. We're going to have to update the BIOS, so we're going to basically get this all set up outside, and then from there, we'll update and do the BIOS and be good to go. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab our Wraith Prism cooler here, just because we have to update the BIOS. So we're taking that out. And then we're almost good to go. Okay, so there we go right there. Okay, let's go ahead and pop. We're gonna get the rest of it done. So we're gonna pop our RAM in real quick. So we've got our Ryzen, and look, here it is, here it is. Here it comes, here it comes. Look at that, Robeytech, I love it. My Robeytech themed knife there. I mean, it's let's see, can I get it in there? There it is, look at that. So cool, that was a gift from Brian. We're hoping to be able to sell these things. But yeah, now we got a Robeytech themed knife. That was one of my favorite Christmas gifts this year. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and pop it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and pop in our RAM. This is that new Corsair Vengeance 4000 megahertz, specifically for 5000 series AMD. So we're gonna pop this and get this in. So there we go right there. And shaboom, click. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you can see that right here, you're gonna see there's a little slot in the PCB. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in a little bit more here. We got a little, okay, there we go. Well, I love the way this board looks. It looks super good. Okay, so there's a little slot in the PCB and there's a little slot right there. What we're doing is just basically lining up that little slot, and then you're gonna get a nice solid click, just like that. We're good to go, and we're gonna keep not, what? Get in there. Get in there. Timing on these is, It's CL18. Just, you know, the Castlake timing on these is CL18. That's the thing I was talking about a little bit earlier, is that the timing on a lot of these 4000 megahertz ones is pretty low, specifically the Ryzen ones. There are some CL15 4000 megahertz, but again, they're not showing up on any of the preferred vendor lists, the PVLs or QVLs for any of the motherboards. So, you know, instead of risking my luck and trying to make sure that you know, it works, I was like, let's, you know, that's the one thing I like about the G-Skill or the Vengeance, is that even if it isn't on the vendor list, in many cases it will still work because it's Ryzen, the Ryzen timings are set. So yeah. There we go. Thanks for all the clicks, guys. I like the supportive clicks. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and throw in our M.2s real quick. I'm just gonna grab those M.2s. There we go. Where's our, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna pop this down. We got our couple of, we got our little standoffs right here. And guys, one thing that we do have, I don't know if it's Friday or Monday yet, or it might be sometime next week. We are gonna be doing another NAS build here pretty quick here on the stream. We are also gonna be giving away a NAS as well. So we got one, and this one's like a 20 terabyte. We're going to be giving away like a 20 terabyte network access storage. So if you're an IT guy or really into that sort of stuff and looking for a NAS, or maybe you run YouTube like I do, we got some also some pretty cool stuff going in there. Somebody's asking, do I give tech support? Yes, I have done tech support, and I do help the people I build PCs for who have issues when they do setups or have problems. I've helped a lot of them in that case. So yes, it's just part of getting the service you get when you get a Robeytech built PC. Okay, so what I'm doing right here, what you saw me doing, is I'm grabbing these standoffs. Down here it says 22, I almost flipped you guys off. 2280 is where I'm popping this in here. So I'm gonna take this little standoff and screw it in right there. And there we go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my Robeytech knife. Love how that opens. Get this open here. We're gonna open up our two M.2 drives that are going to match the theme nicely. Get that closed. I'm gonna grab our 500 gig and our 1 terabyte and get these in. Somebody's asking, for those people who are interested in doing commissions, right now, the lead time's about 5 weeks. We're into February. All the January ones are full. So I think all of January is now full. If you are interested, you can reach out to me on Discord, or you can reach out to me via the email in my profile, and then we just basically work it out. It's 15% of the total cost of the PC, plus we reserve $100 for shipping, and then we negotiate the shipping when it gets a little bit closer if you want to get it faster, etc. But yeah, that's how it works. So pretty straightforward, but we're full for January. That happened pretty quickly. And if you are really honestly interested, understand that you want to reach out pretty quick, because they fill up really, really fast. So as the moment I tell you, it's like, I am going to go ahead and start taking stuff for February. So if you're interested in getting a build, you want to reach out, because it goes quickly. They fill up really fast. Okay, 500 gig NVMe drive. That's a 1 terabyte. Okay, so the way this is going to work is you're going to basically choose you see this little slot in here in the PCB. You're just going to reach in like that, pop it in there. There's one. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Pop it in there like that, and you're good to go. And then we're going to take these. And the cool thing about commission builds, getting commission builds for me, is that it gives me content to show folks. But the other thing too is you get to watch your PC get built on stream in front of, right now there's 2,100 people here. So yeah, you get to watch it be on stream and get to be the hero. You can be my hero, baby. You can watch me build a PC. Okay, so we got that up. Now we're gonna peel this off. This is our thermal paste here, or thermal pad. We're gonna just peel this thermal pad right here at the bottom. And it's gonna, oh, there it goes, okay. What happens for grooming. Then what we're gonna do is line this up like a so, and then put it the right way, like a so. There we go. And then we start to screw that in. There's that one. Start to screw this one in. And just like that. There we go. Okay, M.2s are installed. We're good to go there. Who's having fun? Who's having a good time? Who's enjoying the first build of 2020? Yay, everybody's having a good time. Celebrate good times, come on. It's time to build a PC. Yes, I did, I took the plastic off. At the very back, that was, you watched me peel it. Oh, sorry, 2021, sorry, dang it. I knew that was gonna happen. Who's enjoying who's having a good time? Okay, we don't need anything out of this because the only thing we gotta do is we're just gonna pop a little thermal paste on this so we can pop this in there. Here's our Corsair thermal paste, TM30 performance of awesome. Okay, pop this off real quick. We're not gonna put too much, we just care enough to make sure that we can boot it. There we go. Now, let's get our little thing in here. We're gonna start with the bottom part. I mean the top part, because this is like kind of the most annoying. I'm not the largest fan of these, but it works. Okay, put that like that. Right, is this one not on? No, it's not. Son of a biscuit. I don't care about us getting this. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay, so it's on. It's gonna quickly seal it on there. There we go. Throw this on our CPU real quick, so we're good there. Okay, this PC is almost ready to go. Now because, oh, come on. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. That's good to go. Now what we need is we need our CPU PSU box. Stick this off like this. The main reason we're putting it on the motherboard box is because we need a little bit of an overhang for the GPU. We'll pop this up. And then now our PC is basically just about ready for our bench testing. But one of the things I forgot to grab is our GPU, which we could have done the 3090, but it's kind of overkill. Let's not open it just for that. Let's go grab a 3060 Ti. Makes a lot of sense. Actually, let's grab something I don't have to open all the way. Here we go. Something that's simple. Here we go. Work. Do I have one? I think I might have one of these just sitting up there for this reason, and I keep forgetting about it. Okay. Curious. I think I have a 2080 Ti that's just sitting up here, don't I? There is one right here. Put this away and just keep this other one. Okay, so next time remind me, guys, if I do this again, that I actually have a 2080 Ti out here already for that. Gotta continue to go grab stuff that I didn't remember that I didn't have. There we go. Okay, we got our 2080 Ti. We're gonna use just to get our bench built. So for those of you just joining us, what we're about to do is we're just gonna quickly update our BIOS here for this motherboard. So we're gonna take this, pop this in just here. Scoot that over. There we go. And now we're basically ready to update our BIOS. Okay, put this right here for now. Okay, I'm gonna grab our monitor. And then we just gotta grab the PSU real quick. So if this is in the case of you have a motherboard that requires you to use a 3000 series GPU, this is what you would have to do to get it to work. So is what we're dealing with right here. If you're just curious why I'm doing this, this is why when you shop for a motherboard, you should usually get one that has BIOS flashback. And I thought in my ignorance, and this is where even Robeytech makes mistakes, I thought in my ignorance, hey, all X570 motherboards have that. So, and I aimed out this build before then, and then learned, oh no, that's not true. So this is called Robeytech even learns lessons and thinks that companies do more than they do sometimes. So that is why we are doing this in this particular case, is just so we can get this flashed. And you guys are gonna learn something at the same time. So this is how you would do that, which I think is fun. We like to learn on the show, right? We like to learn. Okay, so we're gonna just quickly grab our PSU here. And the only cables we need is need that, which this is our 24 pin to power our PSU. We need our one CPU, and we need a GPU, which is right here. So these are the three cables we need. And of course, the last thing we need is it's gonna come up, here it comes. Need our PSU. Take this bad boy out. And of course, we're gonna have to do the sniff test, guys. Woo! Oh, that one's extra stinky. That's an extra stinky PSU there. Okay, so here we go. Go back to our top down real quick. I think we're fully zoomed out here. Yep, we are. So make it look clean while we do this. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our one right here, plug it in. There we go. Okay, that's ready. Now we're gonna grab our CPU. One. And crank that out. We're gonna take this little adapter in the top left here. I wish, maybe someday we'll get a commission where he's like, can you just build it outside and then just ship me the components? That'd be a nice fast stream, right? There we go. Okay, CPU's plugged in. Then the last cable we'll need is for the 2080 Ti. What happened by the clips? And then here is our two 8 pins for the GPU. Something happened? Oh, 150. Wow, we're past 150. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're going to throw in our two GPU ones, so we're just good there. And so now our GPU will be powered, and then we'll update our. And we'll do that. I'll change the giveaway once we get to the point where we're updating the BIOS, because that's something we can just kind of wait around on. Okay, so this is where we're going to now. Somebody asked a question: how do you know which part is plugged into the PSU? So for the CPU cable, it's the part that's not splitted, and in so it's the part that's not split. And then so here's our PSU right here, and I'll show you how to hook these up. So CPU is labeled there. For the one that's not split, that's what goes in the PSU. For the VGA, it's also the part that's usually not split. If you're using a VGA cable like this, you'll actually see usually it'll either be 3 or 1, but the part that goes in the PSU goes into the it doesn't split like that. then finally, the same thing with the PSU. In most of the cases, the PSU, the part that is split, and it's usually labeled PSU on it like that, is the part that actually plugs into PSU. So that's how you know it goes into PSU. There we go. And there we go. Okay, cool. So now our build is ready to turn on. Now, one thing we are going to have to do is, because this build does not have, this motherboard does not have a power. It does not actually have a, we don't have a onboard power switch, which some ones do. We're going to have to actually jump the motherboard. So we're going to pull this out like this. And lastly, we're going to grab a keyboard and mouse. That right here. You guys are seeing all the tricks today. All the tricks. Which is why I'm also probably teaching you is like, wow, next time when I do this, Roby, I'm going to make sure I get one that has BIOS flashback, which is probably the smartest thing to do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is plug in our USB spots. Now, some people would say, and I would be one of them, if you are going to build a PC for the first time and you just want to make sure before you take all the time to make sure all the components work, this is also something you can do, which is called, some people call it breadboarding. You can test all the components by doing what I've done right here to make sure that it works. So now our PSU is on. You can actually see our motherboard RGB is actually on. You see it right there. So it's actually, the thing's ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, here it is. Grab this, and I'm going to jump and turn on this board. Not physically jump. I'm going to jump it by bridging the connections. So in the bottom right here is our front panel connectors, and then if I just connect these two, there it goes, and there I've turned it on. Okay, so the CPU, the PC's on now. And now we're just gonna wait for it to post. I'm gonna do that by doing this. Come on, baby. There he goes. And you're now seeing an entire PC come up. Thing no signal. Oh, forgot to plug in something that's kind of important. A few things I forgot to plug in real quick, just in case. We're plug in some this. We're gonna plug in our. There we go. Okay. Try this again. Now we're going to do this again because I didn't have this plugged in the first time. So that should be all in. There's good. I'm gonna turn this off. Turn this on again. Make sure our power is on here. And then we're gonna turn it on. There we go. Come on, stay on. There we go. Okay, so now we are in the BIOS. Let me go to capture so you guys can see. Hopefully this all works like it's supposed to, but it's a new year, 2021. Okay, there we go. So we're in capture. Hopefully this, you'll see it here in a second. It doesn't always show up in the stream. Will you work? Will you work? Oh, this isn't plugged. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Let me see if I can get it to reset it here real quick. There we go. Okay. Hopefully this will make it work. Trying to see if I can get you guys the so you guys can see me update the BIOS. Sometimes it works, sometimes, geez, it's like, this is the part that drives me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you guys can see. Okay, so there we go. PC is up, it's booted, it's ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and quickly, we're gonna go to advanced here. We're gonna go to tool, and we're gonna go to easy flash utility. And this is where it's ready to basically take our USB. So we're gonna grab a USB and throw a flash on it real quick. There we go. And we need, something I probably should have done before. We need the Tough Gaming X570 plus Wi-Fi. There we go. We're gonna pull our support for this. Well, not pull our support. Support. We're gonna download our BIOS. And here we go right here. Here's our BIOS right here. Go to copy. Let's go to media. Not that one, not this one, not that one. There it is. No. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's this one. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna put, what I'm gonna do is I have the B550 in here, but I forgot to put the motherboard one in here. Tough. Renaming. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just making the folder for it, so if we ever do this again, I have it. Paste. And then we're going to copy this, just copying over. And then while we're doing that, let's go and update our thing. Okay, so we're at 172. Wow, okay, that was fast. Okay, so we're moving towards the 3060 Ti. We need 400. We have 175, right? Is that what we have? Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's all good to go. And we're moving towards the next one. Okay, so we have that now. What I'm gonna do is go to here, the BIOS renamer, and there we have it. Okay, so we're gonna copy this to here. Okay, so our BIOS is ready to be done. Okay, so now we're gonna take this and pop this in here real quick. It's like this. Okay. Wait here. Go to exit. Yes. Go to flash. There it is right there. And we want, today is not that one. We want the, let's look in here actually. There it is right there. Whoops. And yes. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna flash our drive. And we wait. And yes. Okay, and we wait now. Okay, cool. How many likes do we have on YouTube? Do we know? Dad joke. Okay. Let's look at the dad joke. What do you call Mary's musical group after they attacked by mosquitoes? Mary Itchy Band. Mary Itchy Band. Craig Lilly. Thank you very much for that one. What do you call Mary's musical group after they are attacked by mosquitoes? Mary Itchy Band. What'd you get, Seishin? Did you get a 3080? 628. Okay, so we're getting up there. 610. So we got to get to 800 guys if we want to do that giveaway. Let's see if we can do it while we're going in there. Look at that. Oh, it's going to jump real quick. Okay, so somebody's asking, what's the reason for me flashing the BIOS right now? So this is an X570 motherboard that we have. I'll go to top down so you guys know. This is an X570 motherboard, which X570 is ready for Ryzen 3000 series, but because the build for today requires Ryzen 5000 series, we have to update the BIOS, or if I would have built this entire PC and it would not have worked. So what we're doing is we're what are called breadboarding or test benching the build, updating the BIOS, and then once the BIOS is updated, We'll remove this GPU, we'll remove this motherboard, sorry, the CPU, and then we'll put in the new 5950X, and then we'll finish the build. But we know this will be ready for the new CPU. So that is why we're updating the BIOS in this particular case. So yeah, again, we're learning stuff, guys. That's what we want to do. We're learning stuff. That's what it is. The GPU that we have in here right now is this is a NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti. So that's what we have right there. That's what we have a 2080 Ti. Yeah, I've seen that one before. We've actually told that joke, the eyewitness joke, which is good. It's 800. It's 800. Have you ever bricked the Mobo by mistake while doing a flashback? I have not, Poncho, but I'm sure it's going to happen at some point in time. Can you show smart memory? You mean the smart access memory, Sam? It should be actually in the BIOS after we're done, so we should be able to see it. What did the motherboard say to its CPU son in the morning? It's time to rise and shine. Nice, Control Alt Delicious. That's awesome. I'm doing good, Linker Doodle. Thank you very much for asking. Why didn't you go for a 3000 series? I didn't understand Echoes. I think he's asking a question. I don't know how to answer. About a 3000 with an AMD 50. Okay. What did somebody say there? Somebody's asking a lot of these tier 1 subs. I just bought a $3,000 with an AMD and a Ryzen 9. Is it good enough for streaming a game? Yes, Hayes on YouTube. That is absolutely. If it has flashback, you won't need a CPU up, but that's the idea. Yes, that is absolutely true. That is the one thing I'm showing you, that if you had BIOS flashback, you would not have to go through all of the trouble I'm going through right now. But because when I chose this, prior to learning all this stuff, I thought that all X570 was required because every X570 board up until this point had done it. Then I learned, no, that's not true. So again, part of this is I make mistakes. It does happen, even though I've built like 200 plus machines in the last year. Even I make mistakes, but I'm okay. I'm also going to teach you, if you want to do it, this is what you'd have to do. So thanks very much. Thanks for the letterman. Definitely not for wants to know, do you like him? Do I like him? I'm gonna go with 1. I like you. If you use CPU integrated, do you kind of flash? You need a GPU for this process. If you use an APU for Ryzen, which is a CPU that is an integrated GPU, then no, you do not need a GPU. But because Ryzen CPUs, this is an APU, like I threw an APU in there, I wouldn't have to do this. But because this is actually doesn't have a built-in integrated GPU, then yes, I do have to use a GPU in this case, but you would not have to. Like, say for instance, I was doing this for Intel, I would not have to do this for Intel. Is the Ryzen 717? It's a bit outdated at this point in time. If you have an 8-pin and 4-pin get on my motherboard, do you have to use all of them? No, you only need to use the 8-pin. What happens if you win a giveaway? Then you win, and you win something. Hey, Jay Paso 32, we got his build coming up here pretty soon. Another Robeytech Robeytech commissioner. It depends. Sishin's asking, is 64 gigs of RAM overkill? It really depends on what you're going to do with it. Somebody's asking, what's the best small form factor GPU? I love the Zotac 3070. That thing is tiny, and it is a great small form factor PSU. Now, there's a lot of small form factor GPUs that are like the Founders Edition that do fit in small form factor cases, like the, for instance, like the Dan A4, but that are like more like a 2080 Ti, and Cooler Master in my PSU of 2020. Which is their SFX. They have an 850 watt SFX PSU, which is more than powerful enough. Your big thing is cooling, I think that's the only concern, is having I'd use like a 3070 over a 3080, just given the cooling problems. The Noctua in HD 15 is a better cooler. I mean, again, stock coolers are never going to be as good as most of the aftermarket. Does Bluetooth require a Wi-Fi card? No, not necessarily. So yeah, going for there. 2,300 people here right now. That's awesome. Z490 Vision D or Vision G? I don't know off the top of my head, Morton. Sorry. I will make an ITX. We're actually making one. We're doing an ITX actually don't, yes, we are doing an ITX build on January 22nd. We're doing two, I'm doing 2 builds in the same stream. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Where are we at with likes? Best GPU for under $300 on... I would wait until after CES. It's probably going to be the 3050. Paul builds. That's what I would say. Right now, it's like the 1660 Super, but with CES is next week, I would wait until after CES, and then you'll have a better answer. 760. It's jumping pretty quick. Okay, so BIOS is updated. We're just waiting for the... Now it's going to do its firmware update, and then from there. So somebody's asking how you turn on a motherboard with a screwdriver. I'll zoom in a little later on, and I'll show you that process. Once this is finished, and I'll show you how to do that. Good budget PSU. I would not, again, Lefty Turtle, I would never spend money on a good budget PSU. I would basically, that's someplace I never recommend skimping. Do I have a gaming channel? We have one coming, but not right now. What part of would you recommend for what part motherboard? I don't know. I don't understand that question. Is 1200 watt PSU overkill? Depends on what you're doing with it, T Gaming. Hi, what's going on? Lingling, Lingling Prodigy is asking what's going on. We're updating a BIOS. Okay, so here we go. BIOS is updated now. Let's go back to capture. We're back up. We got everything in here. Now we have the advanced mode. We actually do have, and I think it's in advanced. We do have the overclocking now, and then we have the FTPM. Where's the SAM stuff? I haven't looked on here. I have to find it. I don't think it's in here. No, that's the TPM stuff, which is stuff that we need for that's string. CPU configuration. Let's see if it's SMT mode. Nothing there. Onboard devices. I'm seeing where SAM would be. APM. No, that's all power. I don't know where it is. No, that's not it. AMD overclock. Is it in here, perchance? Except I'm seeing if it's in here. Voltage, Unicorn, Encore. That's all overclocking stuff. I wonder if it's in here. I don't know where it is in this BIOS. I'm looking for someone who's asking about SAM, which is Smart Access Memory, which is new for... Oh, I forgot. You know, I don't see it. It's because I know why I don't see it. It's because I don't have the right gen of CPU in here right now. Okay, so we're good here. We're just gonna hit save and exit. Discard changes and exit. Yes, because I don't care. The BIOS is fine. And then after this, once it restarts, we're gonna shut it down. Okay, good. We're saved there. Turn this off, and then I'll show you. Somebody had asked, how do you turn on a motherboard with a screwdriver? Somebody did say if you're asking, you shouldn't do it. Again, only do this if you need to. But I will show you because hey, if I break this board, I have another one. Where is my? There it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so what you do is in the bottom left-hand corner here. These are your front panel connectors, right here. So these right here are your front panel connectors. Right now this is off. I don't have it off, but all you got to do is this right here is hard drive is power plus and minus, but next to it this is power switch. So by connecting these two pins together right there, that actually powers the PSU. So if I turn this on like so, and then I connected these two, there you go, and there now the PC's on. That's how you do it. Oh, I forgot to, dang it, I wasn't even on the right screen. Haha, let's do that again. Okay, so you guys didn't even see it. Bottom right here, so right now this is off. This is your front panel connectors. When you connect your front panels, one of the connectors you have is 2 pins over is power plus and minus. So power plus and minus, the next that is power switch. So next to these two right here are the ones that you have to jump. So when I turn it on and I jump these two, like that, there you go. And now we have power on the PC. So that's what we did. So that's how you do it. So, sorry, that was as close as I can get for zooming right now, but that's how you do it. Okay, so this is ready. That is ready. Now what we're gonna do is take this apart and get ready to get the build done. So that's ready. The BIOS is updated. It's ready for 5000 series at this point in time. We got the BIOS in and we're good to go. Should it turn on as soon as you reconnect power? It depends. But it really honestly depends. There's a lot, different motherboards can be weird. I've seen them where they've done that. Usually the answer is no. It shouldn't. But in certain cases, there are certain circumstances where it will, and that don't panic. The whole thing I always tell people is like when you first do stuff, before you go crazy and you think, oh, is something broken or whatever, don't panic. Let it sit for a while and see if it has a tendency to come back up before you go start unplugging and troubleshooting things. So, okay. Okay, so we're just now gonna start stripping this down. Take our PSU apart here. And then we'll get our build going here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna open this and just put this away for now, so it's just out of the way. Okay. Okay. And lastly, pull these out. And there we go. Okay, so motherboard is, PSU is now put away again. Okay, that's ready. Now we're gonna grab our 2080 put away. There you go. Okay, 2080 is out. Sorry, yeah, 2080 Ti. Okay, 2080 is out. Now what we're gonna do is move our stock cooler. Okay. And you're gonna twist this thing. I didn't put a ton of, there you go, twist it off just so we have enough to get to here. There you go. Again, we weren't trying to do like optimal thermal paste application or anything like that. We're just trying to get it enough so we could get it on, get it updated, and then go from there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some isopropyl alcohol and just clean off our 3950X real quick. Or sorry, 3900X. Get that cleaned up and put it away. Other side. Okay, so 3900X is in. So let's go ahead and clean off the cooler as well. I love how warm these things feel. If you ever wonder, like, does your CPU really get that hot? Like after like just all we did was like bread. All we did was bench freaking just a BIOS update, and it's like the whole thing's warm. Like you can definitely feel like how it gets the heat out, which is pretty crazy. It's always, I love technology and that sort of thing, right? But yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now our stuff is all clean. Grab our box here. It's like we're reversing the whole process that we just went through, but hey, you've done some cool stuff. You've learned some things. education has ensued. Put this in right. There we go. Okay, that's done. Pop that in. And we pop this in. Okay, last part, guys, and then we can continue moving forward. We're finally like past the part of, make sure that clicks out. Pop this in here. And now we are ready to continue cooking with gas. PC is ready to go. Okay, there we go. Now, here we go, 5950X. It's what you guys came for. We got this all ready now. So you guys get to watch two PSUs get, two CPUs get installed today. You got double the entertainment. Put that down. Open this back up because we're back to like now actually doing real stuff. Okay, now we're gonna zoom in. Okay, so now let's get our 5950X in. Our Robeytech knife. Our really empty box. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, pop this open. Oopsie. And then now we take our 5950X, drop that in there, and boom. We have a motherboard that is ready for our 5950X. Now what we can do is we can prep the case. The motherboard is actually ready. We can prep the case. Let's see where we are on likes, and then move forward. So we can move this out of the way too, because we won't need that. Okay, move this out of the way, and let's continue. Let's get our case up here. Ugh. Boom. Okay, so this is the Corsair. Oh, YouTube is reached. Okay, so let's start the giveaway, and then we'll strip our case and get everything ready there and go from there. Okay, let's get this. We'll just put this right here for now. We should have plenty of room if we put it right here. Okay, let's do the giveaway. This is for YouTube. Everybody say thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube, you're amazing. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's talk about the way giveaways are gonna work. What's basically gonna happen is I'm gonna give you guys a code word, and then that code word, the giveaway is gonna go active for about 2 minutes. You only need to enter that code word once. You don't need to enter it multiple times. You only need to enter it once. If you want to do twice just to be safe, that's absolutely okay. If you spam it, then there's a good chance that you could get timed out, and then that means you won't be able to claim your prize. You don't want to spam the entries. You just want to basically put in that code, that entry once, okay? And then once that's done, we'll announce the winner. You have to get in touch with Blondie but Geeky. She'll basically get your information, and then we'll get you your prize within the typical prize window. So anyway, the entry for this one is going to be !YouTube. !YouTube is going to be the entry for that, and it's going to run for 2 minutes starting right now. Okay, giveaway is starting now, !YouTube. And while you're doing that, I'm going to strip down the case. So we're going to start taking this apart. Whoopsie. I wonder if this these shouldn't have to come all the way out. They usually don't. Oh, just in case. Missing here. There it goes. Okay. Put these back in. These are captive. Okay. Get this out of the way. Okay, we're going to take the back one off as well. There we go. Now this actually does have an integrated RGB hub, but we're not going to worry about that. I think the fans that are in the front of this are actually not ML, they're SF. They're not really the right same PSU ones we're going to use. I'm trying to remember how, I think this pops off still, so I'm going to try it. I don't remember. Checking to see, I think this just, I think it does. Yeah, it's just a pop off. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe not. Thought this just popped off, but I'm gonna check. Let's do this here. Just making sure I don't rip it off like I did that other one. Okay, so we're grabbing our extra screws. Okay, guys, the giveaway has ended. You can stop spamming. The giveaway's ended. The winner is BSN Tadinfo. BSN Tadinfo is the winner of the winner. So congratulations, BNS. You are the winner. We're gonna take this little bit out here. You know, a little extra foam bit out here. Gosh darn it, man. This thing is stuck in here. There we go. Okay. Okay, that is out. I mean, these are all our extra stuff. Let me check to see if the bottom is screwed in or something. There are screws on the bottom, which makes me think that this, I don't think, does this unscrew? Looks like it does. Okay, I gotta look for the manual. I just don't want to rip this apart. And this should show you don't be afraid to look in the manual. There it is. Okay, got the manual right here. I want to make sure I can see how to get this out. Okay, here we go. This is a thick manual, man. Thick boy manual. That's how that happens. So it looks like it literally just pulls off. Moving the front bezel just pops off. Oh yeah, okay. It literally just pops off. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, there are, just so you guys know, if you're looking for this, there are little holders that hold that on. That's all I needed. See, that's why I'm glad I looked. Okay, and then we're gonna remove our dust filter here in a second. Come on. Oh, it's right here. Grab our dust filter. And then, now we can get to everything else. Okay, cool. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the 3 fans that are in the front. Remove these 3 fans, because we're gonna replace them with MLs. And then go from there. Let me grab my auto screwdriver. Man, 2021, and I'm already kind of spacing on stuff. Luckily, this is an easy, these fans are gonna be relatively easy to just kind of figure out here. Okay. Auto screwdriver, first auto screwdriver of 2021. Okay. Okay, first out of screw of 2021. On our side camera. We're gonna remove these bad boys. There we go. Do we know, can somebody, before I, you know what, honestly, before I confirm, what are the fans in the 4000D? What are the fans 4000X? Thank you very much for all the, thank you very much, Kit, for the subs, man. That's a lot. KT's dropped a bunch of subs today. Thank you very much for those, man. Because the fans, I need to know what fans they are. 120 including Air Glide. Do we know what they are? They do support IQ, but are they? I think, are they SP120? That's what I thought they were. Okay, I'm just gonna go with MLs and just to be safe. I thought they were, I think they're SP120s. They don't look like MLs. But I mean, they have their ML Supers in the Capellix, and obviously they brought the cost down, so I thought maybe they'd throw them in with their new case. So I was just checking, but we'll just be safer. Let's just be safe and put the right fans in. You know, let's just give him what he needs. So I'd hate to remove them and then find out, oh yeah, those are MLs. Last one. Okay, there we go. All those are ready and out. We're gonna untwisty tie these. There we go. And then we're gonna undo this stuff. Okay. I want to undo this, which is funny because this would work. I don't even really need the Capellix, but you have the option if you needed to, but we're gonna just remove these. There we go. Okay, there we go. Those are all good. And then I think in one of these, I have another, I need a rear ML 120 fan that I have ready to go. There it is, yeah. Okay, there we go. Here's our other fans. These are ML 120s. Okay. Just gotta untwisty tie all these now. That was my least favorite part, is we have to untwisty tie all of our cabling. There's that one. 2,500 people here. Just as a reminder, I just want to walk you guys through real quick because we have 500 more people and probably some ones who are just joining us. If you're just joining us, welcome to Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, tech news, tech deals, and all that sort of stuff. Today we're building a high-end 5950X system with a Radeon 6900 XT in it, which is our first 6900 XT build that we've actually ever done on the show. If you the giveaways that are currently happening, we've already done one giveaway. That giveaway was for a 250 gig NVMe drive. We have 2 more left. One that's coming up in about 25-30 minutes, which will be for the second hype train. That'll be for another 250 gig NVMe drive. And then finally down at the bottom, we can see we're halfway towards getting a 3060 Ti giveaway, which we have hit multiple times on the show if we get to 400 subs. Lastly, we have a new sub-only giveaway for the month of January, and that is a 3080 Ti. So if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, you can pop over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, use your free Prime sub, and potentially walk away with a free GPU. And that'll be announced the first week of February, the winner of that one. So if you want to use your free Prime sub, if you want to get extra entries on those sub-only giveaways, all you got to do is gift subs like Kiltman's been doing, T-Cat's been doing. T-Cat's been dropping some subs, so if you want to drop them that way, 3080, not a 3080 Ti, my bad. 3080 Ti will be February's. Pretty sure that'll be February's sub-only giveaway. And then you can do gifted subs. You can donate subs. All those things get you extra entries. And then finally, the last part is if you want to subscribe, the best way is tiered subs. So tier 2 gets you 10 extra entries. Tier 3 gets you also 10 extra entries. So if you go to tier 3, that's 20. And then finally, obviously, subscribing for multiple months is also another great way. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is just going to run the cabling for these real fast. There we go. So just popping all this stuff through, getting it ready. Get our fans installed here. Oopsie, almost like screwed myself in. Okay. Okay, just putting our screws in. Do the other ones after we get these all installed here. Gonna run our next series here. There we go. Next screw. There we go. Next one, the top left. That's a little bit off. Okay, there we go. Okay, that one's in. One more. Then we can just simply finish the screwing, and then we're on to actually putting our motherboard in. And this one down here, that's fine. Okay, last 2 screws, and then we'll get the last part in via okay, there we go. Just put our last screws in now. Okay, 3 more screws. Two more screws. 2 more screwed. There we go, one more. One more screw, and then we got it all in. Okay, cool. Okay, and I got those all lined up, so they're good there. Okay, now we can put this stuff down. What we're gonna do real quick is throw our hard drive tray back in. Take all this extra stuff that we have and just kind of shove it in the hole here, like so. And then we have one more fan, which we'll do here in a few minutes. That's for our, and then we got that laid down. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's go to here and go to top down. Now we can put our PSU in. I mean our motherboard in and stuff. All the fun times now, guys. Fun times. Who's ready for fun times? Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our I/O shield, because this does not have an integrated I/O shield and we don't want to forget it. Okay, so this goes like this, and pop it right here in the bottom corner. You want to make sure it snaps in. Quality click, click, click. Okay, there we go. Good quality click. All clicked and ready to go in. Let's take a drink. Click. Okay, so we've got that one in. What we do is take this, pop it all the way over. We just got to make sure that this lines up. This can always be the tricky part. There we go. Now we do have a tiny bit of room here at the top. So we are going to, just given how little room we have at the top, this will allow us, I think this will allow us to do an AIO at the top. We should be good. We'll just have to test with clearance. I think, I don't know, that's pretty thin. I'm gonna see something real quick, because we might actually end up with a different AIO situation here. Checking. Ooh, that's a thick rad. I don't think this is gonna work, guys. I think we're gonna have to do a front mount. Not sure. Do a test. Oh, no, never mind. It's really far forward. Okay, we're good. Let's see, because we can mount it far forward. Yeah, and we got clearance. Okay, cool. Just making sure that our AIO fits. It does. So we're good. We can mount it we can put it close towards the front, so we're good. So we got clearance. It's been a while since I've built in this case, so I just wanted to verify before I did anything crazy. We'll get to that here in a minute. Close for now. Close, Clarice. Close, Clarice. Okay, there we go. That's all in. Lost my rest of my chat here. Okay. Okay, so we're good there. What we're going to do is now we're going to throw in our screws and get our rest of our build done. Lots of zip ties, which I always appreciate. Thank you for that. Fine folks at Corsair. They also gave us some of these really cool. I have to say, like, these are some of my favorite in terms of these, like, reusable. So they gave you some reusable Velcro ones. So we'll see if we can use these a little later on. And then here's all of our different screws. The ones that we need are these right here. And they also gave us a pretty nice zip tie bag. So zip lock bag, I meant, not zip tie. Okay, there we go. Oops, see, let's just throw screws around, Roby. Okay. No, we don't need that for a while. We do need the big boy. Okay, now we're just gonna get our thing screwed in. There we go, there's that one. And we're gonna the rest of our what we're doing right now is just screwing in our motherboard, making sure it's nice and sealed. We're gonna go ahead and run our extension cable. We're gonna go and run our extension cable since that'll be hidden by the AIO anyway. So we're gonna run the extension cable for the power. So grab that real quick. Took a little bit longer today just because we had to, you know, bench test everything beforehand and update our BIOS. We would have been mostly finished with this build by now, but a little bit slower. But again, some additional education. While we're down here, why don't we go ahead and do another dad joke? What do people say when they walk into a gamer's room? GPU. That was Mr. Blue Sky. GPU. Thank you very much, Mr. Blue Sky, for that one. Man, AMD processors have been climbing the CPU performance ladder. Yep, they're Ryzen. There's your AMD dad joke. Thank you very much from Blast Furnace for that one. They're Ryzen. Oh, there's another one. Blair had a little twist on the 2020 joke I did. I didn't see what 2020 had in store. Don't blame me. I don't have 2020 vision. That's another play on the 2020. There you go, right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. So there, all of our screws are in now. Oopsie. Oop, they have to drink. I don't realize how much I said whoopsie till I found out that they had to drink when I said whoopsie. So, okay, those are all in now. And now I like catch it all the time. Now, I think they got rid of that one because I like knew about that one and then I was forcing them to drink a lot. Okay, I don't need I will need 4 of these. I'm gonna have to open this up real quick. These are gonna be our last 4 here. I'll need 4 of those. Okay. These I do not need. Do not need those. Okay, cool. So all of our stuff is prepped here. Last bit. Pop this up. And then we'll work on our AIO in just a second. Let's go to side camera. I'm gonna throw in our last ML fan for the build. And we'll throw in our GPU, our CPU power cable. This is going to be hidden anyway. This is our exhaust fan. Because nobody wants it to be exhausted. Ha 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 ha. Roby, you're hilarious. Yeah, I know. Okay. That was a terrible joke. Sorry. What we're doing right now is we're just going to center our exhaust fan. There we go. Exhaust fan is in. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Come on, baby. Whoopsie. Did it again. Another drink. I wish they still drank to that. Okay, we're good there. And the last 2 screws. And our exhaust fan's in. Yay! All of our fans are in. You guys are my best fans, but it's always nice when all the fans are installed on this PC. Okay, so this is ready to go. Next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna install our, well, I keep saying I was gonna do something else first and I keep forgetting. Let's go ahead and put in our extension for our power supply. I'm just gonna get that installed real quick. So we're gonna open our sleeved cables here. We're gonna add our 1 cable extension that we nod right here. It is not that one, it is, I don't need this. Okay, let's get rid of these 3 prongs. That's it. Okay. Get rid of this. Rest of these we'll use later. We need this one right here. All right, so this is our PSU. Go to top down right here. Pop our PSU back in here. And just like a soul, just like a soul. Okay, making sure that's connected. Pop this into the top here. Pop it like it's hot. There it is. Oh, go and grab something I did forget. I forgot something. And I'm gonna grab it right here. I done forgot. Grab a couple extensions, cable combs. So we gotta make it look pretty. It's gotta look pretty, guys. It's gotta look sweet and awesome. We're gonna throw some cable extensions on this real quick. Oh, get it in there. Okay, we are at 7:21, so we're just a few minutes. We should see that unlock of the hype train pop up here pretty quick. We're gonna pop a couple of these bad boys on here. These bad boys are for making it look pretty. There we go. Pop that in. Cool. Cool. Pop this up here. It goes in there because it's being a pain in my butt. Not being a pain in my butt, yo. There you go. And even though you can't see it, you still want it to look good. So I'm gonna make sure it looks nice. Cool. Okay, so now our one, there we go. Now everything's hooked up, ready to go. We got our one cable in. I love the black and gray with everything else black and gray inside of this. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our AIO set up. So that's good to go. Get this off to the side. I'm so strong, I just did it one-handed. But I'm gonna take off this. Yes. Take that off. Okay, AIO time. Everybody say AIO. AIO time, guys. AIO. And on this AIO, we're gonna put on some fans. AIO. Well, I probably should have kept that inside the thing, but all good. Okay. I'm getting out all our stuff that we need. Because most of this we don't need. We don't need any of that. There is that awesome Capellix. There we go. Look at all you guys singing the AIO song. It's a good song. Old McRoby had a farm, AIO, and on his farm he had a Capellix hub, AIO. Okay, we're just getting all the bags out. So this is where we get off all the plastic and all that stuff. Oh, you guys singing, love it, love it, love it. Love seeing you guys getting into the spirit of building PCs. What we're doing right now is just open up all those bags. All these bags that you should not put on children's heads. Here we go. Yeah, it's all open now. Okay, that's ready. Off to the side. Whoopsie. 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 Don't need that. I'm gonna change that today. I'm not gonna change that today. Okay, so we got our AIO out. We're gonna take a drink of ice. Oh, you have that AIO, Crypt Ninja? Lie of Gaming is singing about AIOs over on YouTube. Okay, so we are going to be putting it in this way, which means we need to put the fans on this way. Which means when you turn it over, it goes this way. Okay. This is how our fans are going to go. Everybody likes it when the fans are right, except for the techs, because they don't get to drink enough. I know Made in America had a bad day. So you had a bad day. Anyway, that's all I know of that song. But he had a bad day, so he started drinking early. So he actually may be 3 sheets to the wind and giving you guys the best PC advice already. Now, one of the things I love about the Capellix AIO is this right here. You can basically get it in, screw it down with your fingers, which is incredible. This was one of the things that used to be so hard with Corsair AIOs, and now it is just, like they've just updated their tooling, making it so painless to set this up. Okay, so those are all in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just put the rest of these in. The song seems appropriate for Made in America's Day. It's going to get better, Made in America. I'll move it up a little bit. Will do. Sorry about that. Gamby V2. Sorry about that. It's a little low. My bad. My bad. Gamby throwing the feedback out live over on the YouTubes. Okay. Okay, there we go. All of our stuff is in, so we're now just going to quickly tighten it down. Nice fast tightens because they're able to screw in so much just by finger. Look at that. So painless. I love how painless this is now. Boom. The most painful part, and this is one thing, Corsair, if you're watching, I might write them later, is the most painful part of this are these dang twisty ties. These twisty ties are terrible. And if you newer versions of their fans, like their QL fans and stuff, actually don't twisty tie them separately anymore. They twisty tie them together with a single twisty tie, which is a little bit better. But when you're doing a PC and you have to well, I guess this is like first world problems and PC builder problems, but untwisty tying like 12 of these things is like, oh my gosh. Please don't make me untwist it. See, like this one. This is a good example. Like this one is falling apart. So it's like sometimes you actually have to use wire cutters because... Okay. Okay, cool. He did pop him back in there. All right, cool. There we go. So that is ready. There is everything ready for it. Now what we need to do is, this is all built up. Put this stuff out to the side in a nice way. Let's grab our case, set this aside, and it's ready to be put into said. Oh god. Ugh. Okay, side view. Let's grab our lights so you guys can see a little bit better. Hey, Steel Gray. Thank you very much for the Steel Gray Rider. Thank you very much for the... Oh, so Roby sings worse than me. Sorry, Steel Gray Rider. Hey, it is what it is. I actually don't sing that bad. I just don't try to sing, but there's been some people who've complimented me on my singing. It just depends on if I really try. I'm not trying right now. So, okay. Just gonna pop this in here like so. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. That was appreciate all the financial support you guys give me. 248 subs. It's not bad for the AIO to mount at the top. No, not at all. Actually, this is the ideal way to mount an AIO. Ideally, if you can mount an AIO, ideally you mount it top mounted is the best way to mount the AIO, because the air, what little air is inside of these, distributes among the top. It reduces noise. Front mounting is the second, with tubes down, is the second best, but by far the least aesthetically pleasing, that's for sure. And then obviously third is tubes up, as long as the pump is slightly below the top of the radiator, and then worst is pump above the radiator and fans, which is just going to result in pump noise. But again, it's not going to be an issue. It's not going to affect your performance at the beginning. It's just as you get air permeation, which will happen on an AIO over time, is where you might see an issue over time. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this in the CPU port right here. This is our header. We're gonna grab this. Also run that through the top here. And then, this is one of the things I'm super grateful for this particular AIO is how, this is where having the tooling be super nice is when you do this part right here, which is, unless you lose a fan. Okay, cool. Ooh, got it. Captured it last minute. Okay. Oh no, I twisted. Oh, crud. I got this twisted in the fan cable. There we go, fixed. One of the things, as you kind of pull it up, you're pulling the. Come on, don't be stupid. Did I really just do that again? I'm actually almost gonna run this afterwards because it's like all twisted up in the fan cables. Okay. Is that twisted in the fan cable as well? Geez, this is twisted in the. Okay, I just got the fan cables wrapped around the CPU cable, etc. So I'm having to rerun them. They're not in the fan cables. There we go. Okay. And these cables get stuck on this freaking VRM a ton. I'm surprised how much they get stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's all in now. Okay, so I can't mess that up anymore. I'm gonna run this. Okay. Now we have Quorum. Oh, seriously? Come on, Roby. Well, it's actually not yet. It's just this little kit. Okay, there we go. Now all our fans are through. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, move this as far to the front so it gives us a lot of room. We're going to take two of these. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. It just screws in with your fingers, which is beautiful. Grab one more of these in the opposite corner, and then I don't have to worry about holding it anymore. Look at that. That is, from a building standpoint, and the fact that the screws are flat, is just probably one of the best things about this AIO, I gotta say. Thank you very much, Corsair, for listening to all the feedback and honestly making a very dreamy AIO to install. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, whenever our music stopped, it feels like it did. Oh, it did. Back to it. Okay, new sound, new music is back on. We should be seeing Hype Train here pretty quickly. Okay. These out. I only need two of these. Oopsie. Need my bag back. Okay. The rest of our AIO installed here. Such a dream how easy that just screws in. Okay, 3 more screws, and then we've got everything ready to go, and then we'll get our AIO pump in and finish out the build. Then we have the kind of the slowest part of cable management coming up, which is like hooking all our fans and RGB up. Just one of those kind of painful things about RGB is we have like essentially just a ton of cables that we got to figure out how we're going to route and look good. And once that's done, then we install in, we do our front panel connectors, which is pretty quick. And once our front panel connectors are done, then we throw in our GPU and our PSU. That's kind of the end of the build. Okay. Okay, so that is all ready to go. All of our cables are sitting back here, just kind of hanging out, but that's okay. Kind of pop them all down here. Let's get our AIO mounted inside here. Grab this, take this out. Okay, now slowly you set it down. Just not jiggle the top down. So this is the last part we're going to work with, is this right here, and it's just going to go just like that. So what we need is the AMD parts, which are right here. This is all the TR4 parts we don't care about. Throw the Intel parts away here in a moment. What we're going to do is we're going to take this off. As you can see, just so you know, the thermal paste is already pre-applied, so we don't have to worry about thermal paste. Take these 2 brackets off. These are if we were going to do an Intel build, but we're not, so we don't have to do that. Something else that they changed on the Capellix is just this. Like taking these off used to be super hard. Not anymore. And then what you do is pop this down. There we go. And then one more here at the bottom. There you go. It's all ready. And then we pop this over like so. We'll get these a little bit higher up later on. Now, what you're gonna do, before you get too far, you're gonna take this little bracket like this, hold it in, take this little top thing for it and screw it. Just start the screwing process. Sounds dirty, but it is necessary. Same thing on the bottom one, pop it in like that. Start the screwing process. Okay, cool. Now once that's done, flip it over. And you're gonna, if you have wider hands, this is like, I know Paul complains about installing these AIOs. I don't think they're actually that bad. First thing you want to do is kind of grab, you want to get the top one up on the top up here, the top little clip up at the top, which is pretty easy. And once you have that one in, you can use your fingers and hold them both together like that. And just hand tighten until hand tighten it. So it goes like that. Pretty straightforward. And then, once you have that enough, use your screwdriver. And just screw it all the way down. There you go, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And then what we do is we take this little cable that's kind of sticking up here, big one, and keep pulling it so it's nice and taut. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab this little cable. There you go. So now what I've done is I've grabbed the 2 like dangly cables as part of this and kind of gotten them out of the way. They're just all together. And then I'm going to take a single zip tie here and then zip tie. And it's hard to show you because I want to do it while it's up. Because I want to zip tie these two together so they don't, and it's easier to do while it's up. Sorry you can't see this, but I'll show you when I'll lay it down here in a minute. Cool. Okay. So what I zip tied, I'm gonna take one more zip tie and do the other side here in a minute. Just to make sure that these don't fall anymore. Okay, cool. So what I zip tied to make it clean, so we don't get a lot of dangles, which is important, is this right here. So I zip tied this so it stays clean, which is important. I just don't want to have anything that shows. So I'm now zip tied that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the excess there. I'm going to rotate this so it stays at the bottom like that. See, so you can't even see the zip tie now. And then now you have a clean looking build. Okay, cool. So now our AIO is essentially ready to go. Everything looks clean, it's hidden, it's nice. That's what you want. You just want it to look super clean. So now what we're gonna do is turn it over. We're gonna start working on hooking up our fans, which is the next part. Getting everything plugged in, and then after that, we're actually in really good shape in terms of time and stuff like that. So, but now we gotta fix this mess. Yay, it's a mess. I think we have entered, if somebody wants to test, I think we've entered the last hype train. I think we've actually unlocked it, but somebody would have to enter and test that. One thing I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna grab one of these and go ahead and pull our... So we have not announced the winner yet. For the Cyberpunk, no, we have not announced it yet. Now, of course, I did it backwards. Robey. We'll announce it at the end. It'll be the last of it'll be the end of the stream. There it is. Hype Train is unlocked. Last giveaway is now available. Blue Jay dropping tier 1 subs like a boss. And we're on our way. Can we get to that 400? Blue Jay gifting tier 5 tier 1s. Appreciate that. We're just pulling this down so we have that set and out of the way. Okay, there you go. That's now out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we actually have this right here. But one of the things it does have, which is not as good, is it does not have everything we need for though this is nice and it's great and all that lovely jazz, one thing it doesn't have, which we're just going to do this, is it does not allow me to fan control. So and it doesn't control the AIO. It would be nice if we didn't have to worry about it, but because we have this issue, basically just going to zip tie this together right here and get this kind of out of the way because we just can't use it. That's what we're going to do right now. And though I appreciate Corsair giving us AIOs, I mean the zip ties, these are like super chinsy zip ties. There we go. Okay, so that's just out of the way because we can't really use it, so we're just cleaning it up. Okay, level 5. Wow, level 5 already. Well, there we go. Okay, I missed all those things, but let's see. How high can we go? At the very end, I always like to call this out, so we'll give everybody post this in terms of what we get from here. Thank you very much for all those bits, guys. The bit love and everything else. What else we got? Okay, who else do we got? That comes out to 3 screws, the light, yeah. Okay, thank you very much, BK, for the tier 1 subscription. David Soderman, thank you very much for the tier 1. Thank you very much for all those gifted ones. Rep Pyramid, thank you very much for the tier, for the gifted subs. We got a $5 super chat from Scott Dale. Thank you very much. You completely had me at hello. That's awesome. Thank you very much for all that stuff. Can we get to 1,000%, guys? That's the question. We're getting super close to that 3060. Look at all this hype, guys. Thank you for the bit cheers. Yeah, somebody's asking if we built in the Tomahawk. We're actually building 2 kit in both of them on January 22nd. We're going to be building most of them. And both of the Tomahawks. So this is pretty cool. Thank you very much, guys. 390%. As we go in there, look at that percentage, guys. We can do it 3 minutes. Who else is going in there? Let's go. Remember, guys, we have the 3080 sub-only giveaway that's happening for the month of January. So if you want to get on that, here's a good chance to just get a bunch of, maybe even walk away with a free GPU. All you got to do is use your free Amazon Prime subscription. So if you're at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over, drop that free Prime sub, and you can potentially walk it in there. Dewin33 dropping 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate those things. Mr. Catman, thank you very much for that tier 1. Bag of Tricks subscribing with tier 1. Thank you very much for that. Adam Zard subscribing with tier 1. Oh, there's his Prime subscription. Brandon 0109 doing his Prime subscription as well. 615%. Let's do it, guys. It's happening. Let's go 1,000%. 320 subs. Ooh, KT231 dropping 5 tier 1 subs as well. 739%. Still have 1 minute and 53 left. Thank you very much for all this stuff, guys. You guys are amazing. Blawfoot 96651. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Oh, there we go. $3. Thank you very much for that super chat. XOLOT84 for the 5 tier 1 subs. We got a super chat. I'm trying to find it. It went by so fast. I'll read them at the end, guys. I'm sorry for missing that. Oh, there it is. Shiva Dog Sparkles at My Hero. Thank you very much for that, man. 1 minute and 20 seconds left, guys. It's all good. You don't have to. Black Death 44. Black Death. What's up, buddy? Do you have your? Did you get your PC yet? Black Death's the one who has the $10,000 build. 999, 1,000% right there. 1 minute left, guys. Thank you for the 300 bits. Appreciate that, man. 339. Yeah, it's the best fan base, I'll tell you. Get the Prime. 23. Thank you for the 5 subs right there. 344 subs already. We're at 1,100%, guys. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Wow, dropping them all in there. Wabo, thank you very much for the gifted subs. 30 seconds, guys. How far can we get? 348 subs. Arab, thank you very much for that. 1,200%, and that is it. Awesome. Thank you very much for all those gifted subs, guys. 350 of the 400 subs done, right? So far. Thank you very much for all that, guys. Let's get back to building. Let's get back to, while we're hooking this stuff up, let's do that last giveaway. 73 subs and 3,700 bits. You guys are incredible. Thank you very much, guys. So awesome. This you guys kicking off 2021 off right. Okay, let's do the first giveaway. Everybody say thank you, Twitch. Everybody say thank you, Twitch. Because Twitch unlocked this one. Another 250 gig NVMe SSD. But guys, remember, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to give you a code word. That code word is going to be !Twitch. You do not want to spam it. You just need to enter it once, maybe twice, just to be sure. And then what'll happen, that'll go for 2 minutes, and then we'll choose a winner. Then that person needs to get in touch with Blondie but Geeky. Don't spam. That's the goal, guys, because if you get timed out, then you can't claim your prize, and that'd be bad. Okay, so starting that giveaway right now, running for 2 minutes, !Twitch. Starting that giveaway right now. Okay, let's get this drink in, and let's finish building our PC. Okay. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're gonna get all of our cables into a place. That's the next part here. This is going to be the little bit of the slower part as we kind of get everything under control here. I want to get everything in to a spot. Oh wait, I want that to be. There we go. Then the next one, even though we have that twisty tie, do one more twisty tie right here. Ugh, I hate the direction. These are like not intuitive on the direction that these twisty ties go. There we go. Okay, giveaway ends in 30 seconds, guys. Okay, there we go. Those are in control now, which is always important to me. Cool. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now let's figure out where we're going to put our Commander Pro here. I think we should, if everything goes right, we should actually have room on this side. And then we'll have all of our other fans over here. So I'm going to take these, which I need none of them. It's all front panel stuff. Get that out of the way. I think if we put this, these are all the fans for, okay. These are all the bits that belong up north. I'm just separating them out so I have everything. The first thing I'm going to plug in is this. So this is our, okay, there's our AIO cable. Okay, AIO is hooked up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab, these are going to be our top 3 fans. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's our fans. And our shortest one is right here. There's 1 and 2. And 3. Okay, there we go. How much room do I have on this? Not a ton, so that's not going to work all that well. Unless I hooked them all in and I had it. I think if I did this, I'd be okay. Okay, so let's do. And then had it overhang, I think we'd be okay. So here we're going to grab. This is 4. And once we're going to get it in and then controlled. There's our last one. This is it. Okay. Okay, there's all our fans. There's 4. 5 and 6. Okay, so there's all our fans are hooked up now. Now what we want is, these are our bottom RGB. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so there's all our bottom RGB and all of our fans are now hooked up. That should still fit down there. Okay, cool. Now these are our top 3 RGB, including our short boy. 1, 2, last one. Okay, so there's all of our fans. Everything, all our fans and all our RGBs hooked up now. That's all that is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our sticky, and then we'll control the chaos of cables that we have right here. Ooh, that's not just drop that. There we go, there's that one. Congratulations to T. Pinkelman. T. Pinkelman over on Twitch. You are the winner of that 250 gig NVMe SSD for the Twitch giveaway, for the hype train. Hey guys, and we are at 370 of 400 towards that 3060 Ti. It's awesome. Okay, here we go. So we're good there. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to push all this stuff in like this. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna take all of our cables and bunch them up as best we can, yeah. These, yes, we're gonna bunch these up. This is all of our AIO stuff up here. What we're going to do is we're making a nice little tight group of cables here. And then these ones will be there we go. What we're doing right here is we're just getting everything kind of clipped together. It looks nice and clean. Do it with the bottom ones too. There we go. One more across the middle here. Okay. There we go, that's all good. Okay, now we'll do the same thing down here. Now the big thing for this one is to hide it as much off to the side as humanly possible. So what I'm gonna do is take this stuff, I have it running, pop it up. There we go. Then we're gonna take this stuff, we're gonna pull it as straight as possible. Basically want it as straight as humanly possible. And then again, flip this part down too. Okay. Okay, so we're getting everything kind of clumped up in the bottom here, and then we'll hide all this stuff off to the side so it looks nice and clean. Come on. There we go. Just jammed? Like, what the heck? There we go. We want to have enough room to kind of hide it off under the edge. Okay, there we go. And again, we're just trying to make this look nice and clean and pretty. All plugged in here like so. Go. Little bit left, and all of our stuff is all ready to go. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now we shove it in here. Won't even see it. Okay. Okay, there we go. This will be for the later part. Not worried about, and then boom. There you go. Now all our stuff is clean, out of the way. Last thing we're gonna do is grab these, put them over. Then we're gonna jump them into the first hole. And then all of our cabling. There we go. Keep everything flat and below the line, and we are good. Okay, so remember, we're not using these. You don't have to worry about these. This we will use in just a few minutes. We're gonna run our main power cable over this, but yeah, everything is basically good to go here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run our front panel connectors, and then oh wow, sub goal reached. Okay, let's go towards the next goal. All widgets. We are at 407. We need 500. Next goal is up. Okay, so let's get our front panels all ready to go. Okay. Now, this is ready to go. So, front panels that we have to worry about. We need this. Does this have USB-C? I didn't look. Ow. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was the thing. No USB-C. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that cable. USB 3 and USB. Okay, HD audio, we know where that goes. That goes in the bottom corner. Front panel goes right here. And we need USB 3 and USB 3.2. USB 3 is up there. USB 2, okay. USB 3 goes up here. Figure out that in here in a minute. Then our USB 2 will actually go right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's all of our front panel connectors. This will get cable managed into the... Let's do this real quick. There we go. We'll tighten that later. Okay, cool. So all our front panels are ready. Grab our cables I dropped on my finger. There we go. Okay, let's get our front panels plugged in. Then we install our PSU. We are on the downward slope, ladies and gentlemen. Not the downward dog, the downward slope. Okay. Okay. Okay, so first thing we're going to plug in real quick is we're going to plug in our USB 3.2. We have that ready to go. I'm going to turn this the right way. Going to be at a 90-degree angle, not to bend any pins. There we go. It's an easy pain in the butt adapter, but easy once you get in there. Okay. USB 3, USB 2, that's our Capellix and our AIO. HD audio goes right here. There we go. Okay, so here's what we have now. Front panel connectors, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're gonna put our reset switch and our power switch in first. There we go, and then power plus and minus. Go next to that. There we go. Okay, cool. So all that stuff is in now. Cool. Okay, so I'll zoom in so I can show you what I hooked up so you guys can at least see. So we have our USB 3.2 right here. Now at the bottom, these are our front panel connectors, which if you want to see how these plugged in, just look at your motherboard. This is the AIO USB 2 right there, and then this is our HD audio right there. That's everything good to go. So we're just gonna flip this over real quick one more time. Just finish a little bit of cable management, and then we'll be good to put in our GPU and kind of finish out the build. So this is like the little bit that's always like, we're just gonna kind of clean it up is where we're at right now. Because we'll have a little bit more to do once we get our extensions on and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just about cleaning things up. And we'll be able to do some of that stuff once we get the extensions in. There we go. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these and get them up above. Like this. So they're just up. This one too, so it's everything's kind of controlled. Then we're going to show a little cable management here. Kind of lock it in place. And these are just to kind of, this is just to keep things locked up, which is important. A little bit more right here. Keep them nice and tight. Go. And then last little part, just to kind of keep things out of the way, is just one more little bit down here at the bottom. We've got kind of everything zip tied and ready to go. There we go. Okay, there you go. Okay, so everything's kind of cable managed now. So we have room if we wanted to add power, if he wanted to add SATA, he could do that. Everything looks nice and clean. What do you guys think? Clean looking build, right? Nice and clean, simple, and it's ready and elegant. Okay, so I can flip this over and yeah, this hub right here, somebody was asking what's this hub? This hub controls the Capellix AIO, and it also controls all of the fans and RGB for the Corsair. So it's plugged in via USB to the bottom, and it's plugged into USB for the bottom, and that's what it is here. So that's what we're looking at here. So again, this hub right here is if you had SP fans, but because we're using a Capellix AIO, we're not using it, which is why everything's just set up here. We're not using that for that at all. Hey, you're welcome, Motley Crew. That's appreciated. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and flip this over, and let's get our GPU in. Everybody say GPU time. GPU time. Ugh. There we go, nice and clean and ready to go. Peel that off because it's ready. Okay, so our first ever Radeon 6900 XT build on the show, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna get everything pumped here. Prepared. There we go. See? Ooh, whoa, that just really just took off from me. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's go to Cam Link. This is a first time. Haven't opened this before. A new card, guys. Exciting stuff right now. See what this looks like. Who's excited? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so this is not the one I thought it was, but I'm just as happy. This is still an ASROCK, but it looks like a reference, which I actually think is going to look a whole lot better. I was a little worried, the one that I thought I ordered, and I'm actually much happier with this one, which I think is going to look way nicer. So let us get this out of the way. Check this bad boy out. I think this is going to look good. Very clean looking card. Look at that. That looks nice. And it's got a little hint of red. It's not so bad. It's got that red like the like a Dodge Charger right there. Still only 2-pin, which is nice. It should be good. But again, very clean looking card. Very nice, clean looking card. So I really like the way that looks. I do actually have the other ASROCK, but I just think this looks way better. So yeah, I think this is going to look really nice in here. A little bit of red and yellow, which will look good. But let's go ahead and pop this bad boy in. I think it's going to look nice. So here we go, top down. Here we go. Look at that. Looks really good. That looks nice. I like the way that looks. It's almost an orangish yellow, which actually looks nice with the red. I think it will look good. So here we go. Okay, there we go right there. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, just like, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do the top one first. There we go. The one thing that's nice about this particular card as well is it's very straight. You know, you're not going to get. I don't think you're going to get a GPU sag. You don't have a lot of. There we go, right there. I don't think you're going to get. I think that's a very nice looking card. I like the way that looks a lot. Okay. Okay, cool. Now let's grab our cable extensions, which are already out. We're ready to go. And we're going to have to run our cable extensions down into this little group right here, which will look nice. We have our clear ones. I don't have clear ones. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, there they are. It's like, where's the clear ones? Okay, let's get this put away. Boom. Okay, first and foremost, let's get our GPU, our motherboard one in. 414 of 5, oh, that's supposed to be 550, guys. Not 500. I gotta fix it. One sec. You know what, that's my mistake. If we get to 500, then we'll, I can't do that, sorry. One sec, guys. It's actually supposed to be 550. Okay, there you go. That's fixed. Supposed to be 550. And it's 417. My bad. Hold on. Let me check what our things are at. Sorry. Oh, we're actually at 410. I think I must have given you guys some. Hold on. We're at 410. Oh, man. Okay. RTX 3070 giveaway. 550, 410, 120. There we go. Okay, fixed. Okay, cool. There you go. Now it's all updated. Okay, let's get these on. Last bits. And Asia Horse actually has a new version of these cables out now. Which is pretty awesome, but they're that are specifically made for like 3080s. I mean, these will work great for a 6900 XT, but yeah, they actually have a version that's good for 3080s. So like that triple cable stuff. And let's check our numbers today in terms of how many people are hanging out today. We got 1,550 hanging out on Twitch. We got 884 hanging out on YouTube and 198 hanging out over at twitch.tv/Newegg. So thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out today. I feel like the number here is frozen, so let me fix this. 1,550 on Twitch, guys. It's getting bonkers up on the Twitch house right now. You guys are. We used to. It used to be. Oh, we have 2,700 people here. We used to, YouTube used to be the dominant platform, but now it seems like Twitch has taken that reign over, as Twitch is sitting at 1,550 people right now, so, which is crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there is all of our, okay, so this is the first one is done. Drop that in here, we'll pull it through here in a second. We're just gonna pop that down. Again, gray and black is really kind of the key colors here. I like the way this is going to come out. Pull that through. There we go. That nice gray and black there. There's that. Okay, next up, we got two of these. These have a long way to kind of go. I think we're going to run them down here. Is the hope. It's not the hope, that is the expectation, actually. They're not going to be able to go as short as, like, for instance, one of the things I love about the Fantex case is just, it's got that slot for throwing GPU cables in, but there we go. There we go. I'm close here. Okay. Okay, let's see how the 4 ends up looking. I think 4 should be enough. What we're doing right now is just training our cables initially. They have that nice clean bend. What we want. And then we'll do our PSU, which is going to look awesome. Coming up on 8:19. Probably have about, I don't know, I'm guessing about 15 minutes left of this build tonight before we get it turned on, and then we'll announce our Cyberpunk winner, announce our winner of our 3060 as well that we have right now, 3060 Ti winner, so we have that one as well, unless we get to a 3070. Now, if you're, again, don't forget, sub-only giveaway for the month of January is a 3080. We're going to be giving a 3080 to one lucky subscriber over on Twitch. You just got to pop on over, if you're over on youtube.com/Robeytech, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Drop your free, if you're a Prime subscriber, you can just drop your free Prime subscription and may actually end up winning a GPU in the process. And if you want to get some extra entries in, potentially win one of those super hard to get 3080s, you can also donate subs, gift subs, or the bigger ones are tier 2 and tier 3, which gets you 10 extra entries a piece. And then finally, the last part is subscribing for multiple months, which gets you in every extra sub only giveaway for the rest of the year. So we have some people who subscribe for a whole year. Okay, so here we go. Now we've got all of our, now what I'm going to do is space out all of our cable combs. They're the same. Give them a nice... Shut up, Siri. Shut up, Siri. I didn't say anything. Siri's listening in on our conversations, guys. He wants to get in on those sub-only giveaways there. There we go. Make those nice and even. Should look good. Okay, cool. There's that. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, I love the way that looks. Love the way those cables look. Okay, come on. Love the way those cables look. That looks good. Very much so. Love the way that looks. Such a clean looking build. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got that in now. One thing I am going to do just to make things a little bit better is I'm going to I'm going to take one of these. Oh, shoot. There we go. I want to lock these at a certain length. You could do with an extra cable comb just to keep things where they should be, and then make sure the cables are even. There you go. Okay, cool. So there you go. Now our cables are all locked. They look good. They stay. 436. Woo! 437, guys. Are we gonna get to a 3070 is a question. Just sent out 5 of them today. Okay, cool. We got that all squared away. PSU time, guys. PSU time. Ugh. We are so close. Is everything in the back's cable managed? I am just... We're gonna have to do this. Keep it straight. I might just do this like here. There we go. What we're doing right now is we're just going to keep the big PSU cable controlled, so we can just plug it in and not have to worry about it. So that should be good. Just fine. There we go. Okay, now we grab our AIO. I mean our PSU. I don't know why I'm saying AIO. I will say this. I am giving kudos to Corsair for one thing, and that is the amount of, they gave me, it's one of the few times with the amount of cable ties I use, I used mostly the ones that came with the case to do all of my cable management, which is pretty nice. Usually I have to like dip into my own ones, and I did use some of my own just because I like options, but going from there. Okay, so cables I need out of the PSU. I need a CPU. We need our ATX, which you guys saw from the last one. We need our 850. We need a single VGA, and then the last thing we need is SATA. The rest of the cables, given the 6900 XT, we don't have to worry about as much because it's just nowhere near the TDP requirements of the 3080, so which is kind of nice. Okay, so we threw everything else is in there. Some extra cables there. It's got an extra adapter. We might save those just to do some cable management for the last part. Okay. Now, last thing I want to remind you of is also if you want to, don't forget Tier 2 and Tier 3 subscribers. I did remind you, Tier 2 and Tier 3 subscribers, you do get extra entries on giveaways. That's the other thing that's a bonus for Tier 2 and Tier 3. So if you want to get an extra chance of getting that 3070 or 3060 we give away, Tier 2 and Tier 3 actually give you, Tier 2 gives you 3 extra entries, Tier 2 gives you 3 extra entries, Tier 3 gets you 5 extra entries for any giveaway that we do here on the show. So just as an FYI. Okay, here we go. So let's zoom this out. Hook up our, whoa. What did I do with, oh, okay, good. I was like, wait, I thought I lost my stuff. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna pop in last part of this. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. That's in. Last part is VGA 1. Hook that up. CPU. There we go. Okay, and then finally SATA. That is all of our cables. Okay, cool. That's all there is for this. Pretty straightforward, simple. This is why you cable manage before, because it just makes it a lot easier to just kind of get things in. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, cool. That's it. Going to cam link so you guys can see me do the little bit of screwing I got to do here. Make sure this is in. Weird. Okay. That was odd. Here we go. Okay, cool. Last one. Okay. PSU is in. Now, top down again. Finish this bad boy out. Okay. So, first thing we need is only one little extra cable, which is kind of nice. This is our little extra cable for our, that's our AIO. I'm gonna throw that in like this. I think I'm gonna actually let that be long. And grab one of these. we go. What we're doing right now is just gonna slowly get these under control here. There we go. Next up is CPU. There's this one. Kind of shoved down here. And then pull this out. Maybe. There you go. Pull this out. Flip this around. Okay, it goes like that. Grab our last okay. Last one of these. Okay, and one more right here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Those are in now. Keeps it out of the way and clean. Okay. Next up, these. Make sure these are the right way. We don't want to twist these because we want them to have lots of kind of I don't want any pressure on these because I want them to stay aligned. So once I have them, kind of forward them like this, and then we should, thing works out well. I don't want them to go too, I want them to be in control, so. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna shove these down here. I was gonna try and control them, but I'd rather have them down here like that. See what that looks like on the front real quick. Still looks in control, which is important. That's holding it down. I want it to. Okay, cool. Okay, last cable, which is our PSU cable. And then this is it. The PC's done. How's that? PC's done, guys. There we go. PC is completed. Okay, PC's completed. We're done. Gonna be a whole lot I could do for this particularly, unless I had to do something like shove it down there, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's just fine. Okay, cables are done, out of control. I mean, in control, not out of control. In control, we're good there. Gonna do the big ultimate test. First, I'm gonna pop our back on, just make sure our back goes on. Easy peasy. Look at that. Back is on. Okay, back is on. Clean our surface here. Back in the way. And then let's put all our little kind of extra fiddly bits on. Take a drink of ice. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like the way it looks. All right. Now, throw our little fiddly bits on. like dust filter back on. Make sure our front looks good. Front looks beautiful. Front looks beautiful. Okay, put our glass on and our dust filter. Okay, dust filter's on. Corsair glass goes on. Oh, hello. Okay, clean up the front so it looks pretty. Okay, PC is reassembled and ready for power. We do know it posts already because we already posted it because we did all that at the beginning, but we're good there. There's our build, ready to go. Look at that. Somebody had said, you shouldn't use one cable for use two since it's high power, one for each extension to splitter from one cable. It's not the best practice. So you're absolutely right, except for certain GPU, except for certain PSUs like the GA, and the Corsair, Cooler Master with high powered for the splitters are absolutely fine. If you were using like a bronze power supply or certain lower end power supplies, it's actually okay, but you do not need to worry about it on some of the higher end, especially gold and higher. So that is, and the only two is the 6900 doesn't have the same problem because it's lower wattage. So we have done testing with this. We've tested with both single and double under, like with Cyberpunk 2077. We did not have any problem at all. Where did you get that top dust filter from? This came with the case. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Here it is. Final test. Bring it off. Making sure, okay, there's our, now remember, we've already flashed this BIOS. So the BIOS is flashed, we did all that stuff beforehand. Okay, on, and boom. PC is on. There it is, look at that. That looks fan-freaking-tastic. That looks so good. And it posts, it lives, check it out. It does post, by the way, I just saw it post. So here we go, I can show you the capture. And it is posted, which we did test before. Just take a few seconds. Come on, don't do this to me now. There it is, there's your there's your post right there. Look at that. And you are good to go. We don't have DOCP enabled or anything like that, but we're good there. Okay, and then also check it out. Here's the front. You guys can see that beautiful RGB from the front. This is so quiet too. Look at that. There you go. There's your front view right there. Yeah, this PC is not being given away, guys. This is a commission build. This is a commission build. Let's see if I don't know if he wrote me, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, think that's good to know. Okay, Aussie, I'm trying to see what it is. No, he hasn't written me. Yeah, this is for Doggle, and Doggle's the one who did this build. I do not know. I was Doggle. If you're in Discord, if you could let me know if you are. I don't know if he's in chat. He did know it was today. Oh, that's sorry, Caligo for breaking a nail. But here we go. Okay, let's do. We'll bring it up. Let's do. Looks like we are going to end it. And we did not get the 3070. We were close, guys. Only 80 away. I know that's weird to say that's close, but here you go. Here's a nice close-up view of the build. We can give a nice side camera view, but let's start the giveaways here. Last two giveaways. How about this? How about I do the? We'll give people a little bit more time. A little bit more time to get the. We'll We'll give people a little bit more time to get subs in. If you want to get your subs in on the sub only giveaway, maybe unlock that last giveaway. We'll announce the winner for the Cyberpunk build now. So we're going to draw our winner. We're going to do that. We got a video here. I don't even know who the winner is. We're going to do that now. Okay, so going to go to Cam Link real quick. And then let's go to, here it is right here. Properties. Okay, browse. Okay, here it is. This is the Cyberpunk winner. Starting that right now. Drawing that. Here it is. We're going to draw the winner. Drawing the winner right here. Congratulations to... Still drawing the winner. Wow, they got rid of 13,000 invalid actions. Still drawing. Wow, that takes a while. Jeez. And okay, here we go. 136 people could win. Okay, here he goes. Drawing. Wow, this takes a while. Yeah, that's 136,000 people entered. Wow, this takes a long time. This is taking this is crazy. 136,000 people. Yeah, it needs more RAM. It needs something. Jeez. Okay, there it is. Congratulations to Dwayne M. Dwayne M, number 168,000. Dwayne M. Well, we can bring that back up. Let me bring it back up, and we'll show it again. Dwayne M. You will be contacted outside of this as well. Hold on. Let me I wonder if there's a way to fast forward this. Hold on. Property. That was a long time. Okay, we'll make it go faster. Wish there was a way to like pause it. Okay, so we're gonna do it. It's Dwayne M, or is that Daniel? So was it Daniel? Sorry, I couldn't see it. Oh, I can see it here better. Okay, so it's drawing. It's picking the winner. Wish there was a way to pause it. But there's not. Oh, I can. Oh no, that's pausing alert queue. I'll slow it way down when they draw the winner. There you go. Oh, wait, what happened? No, what happened? Wait, what happened? Oh, dude. Okay, let me see if I can. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do a screenshot of this. That way I can just show you guys the winner. This is like taking forever. Okay, let me grab the winner. I can see who the winner is here. So okay, it was Daniel M. Daniel M. He won from visiting Newegg hot deals on things. So he was the winner, Daniel M. So if your name is Daniel M. Now here's the deal. We will reach out to you obviously afterwards. You don't have to be present to win. But if your name is Daniel M, you may potentially be the winner. And so there you go. So congratulations, Daniel M. You are the winner of the Cyberpunk 2077 PC. So they will reach out to you. They will reach out to you and get you squared away and get off that PC to you. Now don't forget, Friday we're going to announce the winner for the Western Digital Black PC. So we have one more PC that we did give away in December. We're doing it now. If you're looking for PCs to enter. The other giveaways, we have the Carter PC. That giveaway is going to be starting here very soon. The PC that I built in conjunction with Carter PC over on TikTok. So that giveaway is coming up. Plus, we're going to be giving away 2 Razer PCs. I'm going to build both of them live on stream on January 22nd. Both of them Tomahawks. One's a 3080, one's a 3070. We're going to be giving both of those away. We got other PCs. that we'll be giving away as well. So we still have 3 more PCs that we're going to be giving away in January, and I think there's an additional just one that we're going to build on stream and then surprise you and say, hey, just kidding, this wasn't a commission, this was actually a PC build that we're giving away here on stream. So we got some pretty cool stuff coming up in January as well. And yeah, it's going to be good. Okay, so we are at the very end. It's 8:45. Let's give people like, we're going to close the giveaway, the last giveaway. We're going to do it in 5. We'll do it at 8:50. So that's 4 minutes from now. I want to let people answer questions. So if people want to answer questions or ask questions right now, we'll give people about 5 minutes of that, and then we'll close it out. Harm's dropping 5 tier 1 subs right now, getting it up to 500. We're getting really close. I guess I'm the M in Daniel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for everybody trying to enter to win that. But we're still going to try and give. We got that 3060 we're going to give away in just a few. What somebody's asking what the digital clock is. You'll see that here in a minute. Devoom is actually the person who makes that. So December sub we're announcing on Friday. So we're giving away a 3060 Ti, 3070, and a 3080. So we'll announce those 3 winners on Friday. So, and don't forget, 3080 is the sub-only giveaway for the month of December. You can use your free Prime subscription. If you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, you can pop over to twitch.tv/Robeytech and drop that sub. Yeah, the case name's in the title. When will January giveaways be? They're open now. So we've already done 2 giveaways for January already. Did you know that there was a best? What did that say? Wow, so many questions. Okay. Roby, did you know that there's a Best Buy drop yesterday for a whole? Yes, I did see that. What's your opinion on Fractal Mesify? I love that case. Okay, here we go. I have a whole video on how to get it. Basically, following Newegg's social has been the best way in terms of getting 3738. No, 850 watts is not enough for a 3090. You need 1,000. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, 3 months. Awesome. What is the odds of me winning? It depends. Honestly, it's the same as everybody else. So we all get a PC now. No, that's not the truth. That's for them. See, differences between Radeon and GTX. Quite a bit, actually. RTX tech is usually the best, but frames seem to be more on Radeon at this point in time. Build any unrated systems. What do you think of it? I haven't built any, so... recommended gauge for stream. I don't know. Thank you very much for the beautiful thing. Yes, we will know very soon. Somebody's asking about Rocket Lake. Do you think Intel will be a competitor? I am excited. I hope so. I love competition, so I'm hoping Intel is a competitor, and we get to see that soon. So, and we'll have Rocket Lake info very soon. Apparently, it's supposed to be pretty awesome. So we'll have to see how that goes. Can the Cyberpunk build run Crysis? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. 650 watts is totally fine for 5600X or a 3060 Ti. Yes. My friend was telling me bird jokes, so I play. Nice. Would you do the Taishi X50 or I would choose the ROG? Honestly, the Asus boards are just the best right now. Will the new CPU be better for beard grooming? I do not know. I do need to update my beard grooming though. Oh, somebody's asking about the Intel GPUs. No, I don't think they will be. I don't think they will be good GPUs. So, what NVIDIA card is the 6090 is closest to is the 3090. It's in between the 3080 and 3090. So it would say the 3090. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg. How do I enter the giveaway? We've already talked about that. You'll know when we do it here in a minute. When do you think you'll be able to get 3080 and Ryzen? At any time, I'm guessing mid to end of this year, 2021. Oh man, 3080 is definitely worth it, especially if, well, okay, so if you're doing 1440p, then you don't need a 3080. If you're doing 4K, 3080 is definitely necessary. I announced the sub-only winners the first week when we're back for December. I'll announce them on Friday. Where would you get a 14 ultra-wide 60 Hz monitor? Or I would do 1440 over 1080 any day. Number one, the main reason I would do 1440 over 1080 is that 1080 is so CPU dependent. 1440 is actually when you use your GPU. So I think 1440 is where things are going. I think esports will get there now that GPUs can run them at super high frame rates. So I do expect 1440 to be the predominant one moving forward. Let's see. You think 3080 Super that's coming out is going to? I think the 3080 is going. I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm excited to see that the announce is January, very close. 600 watt, 600 watt. I would do 650 for a 3060. I love this. I would not do a 30 for a 3070. I don't think paying. I think EVGA would be better than a Strix for 3070. Will 3060 be bottlenecked by my 3600? No, Poncho, it will not. Just picking up a 30 is a 10900 KF a good pairing. That'd be absolutely fine, Remy. I'm trying to see if any more YouTube folks want to go. Don't give me an RTX 3060 Ti. Okay, I won't. I did. We already announced the winner. It was Daniel M. was the winner of the Cyberpunk PC. What do you mean the sub-only winner is illegal? I don't even know what that means. I don't know if Daniel's here. Will a 3070 bottleneck my the i5 910? So it depends if you're paying at 1440. No. So RGB fans I like are the QL120, the QL series of fans from Corsair. I don't think Noman was saying he's going to kiss Blondie. I don't think Blondie would let you do that. Sam on the BIOS. Okay, so let me see. Let's go to capture. Let me see if I can find it. Because somebody was asking about the Sam on the BIOS. Let's see if we can find it here. That was a good thing. Somebody did bring that up. So let's see if we can find Sam on the BIOS. While we're waiting for the last bit. Yeah, because somebody had asked about Sam on the BIOS. Whoa, stop. Okay, going over here. Sorry, I got to be able to. I'm using my little tiny screen. I think it is in advanced, which is F7. Oh, I don't have. Dang it. Okay, advanced. Core performance global. Doesn't look like it's in there. I need a keyboard too. Sorry. Sorry guys, trying to figure out what the Well, there we go. We're doing a 3070 for sure. This is all volt. Oh, that's all tweaking. Let me ask Kevin where the SAM stuff is usually at in the BIOS. Hey, Kevin. Hey, where's the SAM stuff usually in the BIOS? Okay. Oh, it's an AIO? Okay. I'm on stream, so okay. So he said it's an advanced under AIO. Oops, gosh darn it. Problem is my screen is so small. Let me grab my other screen, guys, and I'll show it real quick. We're gonna see if I can find it on here. Trying to do it on the smallest screen in the world, but what's this? Okay. Ugh. There we go. Okay, waiting for my screen to come up. Okay, so it's under advanced. Yeah. You said it was an AIO though last time?
Onboard, go to onboard device configuration.
Under, okay, onboard device configuration. Okay. Okay.
Back.
Okay. Oh, let's go back. APM, PCI, USB, network stack, hard drive, NVMe.
PCI.
That doesn't look like it.
Hold on. Okay, so above 4G, 6OD.
Okay.
And resize bars. Those two are same.
Okay, so there you go. That's it right there. So there's the SAM stuff right there. So enable 64-bit compatible to decoded above 4G space only. And then resize bar support is... So those are them. That's SAM in a nutshell. Okay, so anyway, we're not going to enable them for this one, but that's where it is. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's do this. We've gotten 557 subs for the day, so we're going to give away an RTX 3070. So we'll do that for today. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to Cam Link. I'm gonna unplug all this stuff, and then clear it out. So we have this. So we just go from there, and then we'll get it go. Yeah, everybody say thank you, Newegg, because this is a huge one. Newegg is obviously our biggest supporter, getting us a lot of the show that we do. Plus, we get a lot of hardware parts, and they're a big partner from ours. So don't forget, if you are shopping for Newegg, use my links. I have some links that'll go from there if you want to continue to support the show, especially if you're buying new hardware. That'd be much appreciated. Using my affiliate link, which always helps support the show as well, and lets you get good hardware at a reasonable price. Okay, we're just put this stuff out of the way, and then let's do this last giveaway. So everybody say thank you, Newegg. I'm glad I gave you guys the chance to get in on that last giveaway right there. Okay. Okay, going to our list. Okay, so entry for this one is going to be Newegg now, exclamation point Newegg now. If you are a tier 2 or tier 3 subscriber, you do get extra entry, so don't forget about that. Going to CloudBot. Do not spam Newegg now, because if you get timed out, you will not be able to. You will not be able to enter. I have not done it yet. The thing is not started yet. Okay, so getting ready to start that giveaway for an RTX 3070. Okay, starting that giveaway right now. Exclamation point Newegg now. You only need to enter once. Awesome. Cool. Start shutting things down, getting ready. Okay, Blondie, do we have a raid target for tonight? See if Blondie can find a raid target for tonight while we're watching this going on here. I don't know who's going on. Let me see who I got in my list here. You got Covent, Natives playing today. Let's see who else is playing. Is there anybody else I know who's playing right now? Let's see who else is playing. Sorry if there's audio that's gonna pop in here. Okay, good. There we go. Newegg, Brittany's playing. Oh, if there's anybody else I know who is playing. Oh, maybe we could do Brittany today. Brittany's only got 119 people watching right now. So that might be a good one. What do you guys think? Brittany? Maybe that one? We'll see if, unless Blondie comes back with somebody new. I think maybe that's a good one. How did we end up with it in? 1,528 hanging out on Twitch. 753 over on YouTube, 179 hanging over Twitch on Newegg, so thank you very much for that. And then 2 are Facebook faithful hanging out over on there as well. So that's an awesome stream. Awesome first stream of 2021. Already hitting a 3070, which is incredible. 559 new subs tonight. 1,528 viewers. See what Blondie's coming back. Crud. Ugh. See what Blondie says. Blondie says. Okay, she says. Okay, so we're gonna do Brittany tonight. We'll do Brittany. I think Brittany's always a lot of fun. People seem to enjoy watching her stream. There's just stuff off. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Let's cut off my finger. That would have made me sad. "36 seconds left." Oh, you guys want to see the side panel? Yeah, I can put the side panel on for the end. Sure. You want to see what the side panel on is the end? We can do that. There we go. There's that side panel shot right there. There you go. Pretty dark. The thing that's always hard about that is it's got a really smoked glass, but yeah, right here, right. Hey, thank you very much for the Happy New Year, guys. Okay, congratulations, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens over on YouTube. Congratulations, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens over on YouTube won the 3070. So yeah, smoked glass. So there we go. Won the 3070. Okay, guys, so that is it for Robeytech. We are back on Friday for another build. I don't know if it'll be a build on Friday or we're going to be building a NAS and giving that away. So that's either Friday or Monday. So we have another stream on Friday, and then we are back on Monday, and then Monday and Wednesday, but not a stream Friday next week. We also have the World of Warcraft stream on Sunday. So if you want to join me for some gaming, that's on Sunday. You can join our guild. All the information for that is out on Discord. If you have questions about builds, all that sort of stuff, guys, I'm one person. There are literally tens of thousands of you who watch me. Actually, there's millions of you who watch me every month. So I know a lot of people who reach out in Discord and say, hey, can you look at my build or whatever it was? Guys, I'm only one person. I can't do that for everybody. So if you want to go check that out, make sure you check out our tech channel over on Discord. It's a great place to go get resources on builds. We also have an amazing community over there with lots of people who like to give feedback, etc. So feel free to use that as well. Super appreciate all of you guys starting off 2021 so incredibly awesome. It's love to see 560 new subs tonight, and looking forward to doing more cool stuff coming up for it. We have a $10,000 curated stream video is coming out tomorrow. So if you want to check that out, it comes out at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we have the Cyberpunk 2077 video coming out Tuesday next week. And then we also have the how to fix your NZX TH1 coming up, and some other things as well. Congratulations to Daniel M, the winner of the Cyberpunk 2077 build, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday. We're gonna raid Brittany, so stick around. We're gonna try and give her a little bit of love, and we will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.